Hello and welcome to Casting Roles, a persistent D&D campaign played by a bunch of theater nerds. Thank you for joining us. If you're liking the show, please don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. And if you'd like to see more content or reach out to contact us, you can find us on social media. We're on Twitter at Casting Roles and on Facebook at Casting Roles ILM. And you can find a one-stop shop for all of our stuff at our website, castrolls.com. We stream here every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and our videos are uploaded on Friday of the same week. But with no other announcements, let's go ahead and start the show. So, ticket takers. After traveling through Hightower and the Rift, you made your way to Saurus's monastery, where, to introduce where Saurus had done his training and also to gain some new abilities that might benefit you in your journeys ahead. There, meeting with the monastery abbot, Sirico, you were challenged to assist Saurus in his ability to gain magical fists. Each of you were assigned a task to complete while Saurus was having to deal with some air elementals. And then once those tasks were finished, you were all taken into the elemental plane of air, where you faced off against a elemental myrmidon to get its heart to complete Saurus's magical item. Finishing that up, you guys are approaching the evening time. The sun's about to set in the horizon, but you're out on the small island of the monastery with knowledge of things going on in town that you were planning on checking on when you were finished. But ticket takers, now that you have completed Saurus's magical fists, what would you like to do?
You had mentioned something about the book.
Oh, right, yeah.
That Mar found.
Yep, so each of the three... Oh, Ronnie's back. Each of the three braziers were lit, and the items that came out of them were used to create your kind of official monk sash. But the fourth brazier was the book that Abel found, and Sirico hands it over to you, Saurus, and says, I know that with your journey ahead, you may not be able to make it back to the monastery. This will provide you with some of the training that you may need as you go along your way. And as you're kind of looking through it, you'll see different like katas and things that are maybe a little outside of your current ability level, but you feel like with time, you'll be able to move into them.
Okay. Book of Forms.
Yeah, Book of Forms.
Cool. And I'm blanking because it's been a while.
It's been a while.
The smoke, the fade thing that I've got on my arm.
Right.
I was going to talk to Sirico about that.
So Sirico, after he bestowed your, kind of finished the ritual to put your magical fists on, they said, you noticed that they had a look of concern on their face, and if you want to talk to them about it, they will want to pull you aside and have that conversation in private.
Okay, I would like to have that conversation.
Okay, so the rest of you, you're kind of in the courtyard here of the monastery as Sirico pulls Saurus aside, and after a moment is, so how long have you been experiencing these symptoms?
Very recently.
Interesting. Do you mind if I investigate?
Please.
So they hold out their hand and they kind of take your wrist, making very careful effort not to touch where the actual thread is, and they are kind of making some motions around it, and you can see that they're also feeling your ki energy coming from there, and then they kind of step back and have you been near the Vale recently?
I tell him the story of how I got them.
Oh, that's somewhat disconcerting. I've only read about these. not greatly something that I have great knowledge in, but I believe this is a veiled tether. So the energy of the veil is everywhere. It's not just the roiling mass at the borders of the continent. But there are those who have found ways to manipulate them for their own uses. I would imagine that if you were to pull on that in quite a way, it might unlock some kind of power. But there would be a trade-off. As you mentioned, the tethers opening a portal and allowing creatures from beyond the veil to come through. You might experience such of a thing of that.
Understood.
I'm also concerned that it might be corrupting.
That is a concern as well.
I'm not sure how to get rid of it. You said that there was you felt an energy that you could release it, and you chose to hold on to it.
I wasn't sure what the effect would be if I released it, if it would harm my friends.
Well, I can't give you solid advice, but it might be worth letting go the next time you feel that you have that ability. But you've seen others using these types of powers before. If that's something that you would be interested in testing, you would just know that there's a danger associated with it.
Understood.
I'm sorry, I can't be of
Thank
more
you.
service. I imagine a mage who studied the veil might be able to give you more details, but I think if it were to affect me, I would quickly let it go.
Thank you, sir.
Alright, anything else you need, Rob?
Nope.
Alright, so Saurus comes back and joins the rest of you, and Sirocco floating there alongside. It was such a pleasure to meet all of you. It is getting late. If you would like to stay the night, you're more than welcome to. If you feel that you need to get back to town, the path there will take you back as the way you came.
Well, I can sleep anywhere, so wherever you lot want to go.
Did we want to do errand that we wanted to do in the evening, where maybe no one could see us?
Are we talking about that here?
Sirocco kind of notices that you're. I will excuse myself again. It was a pleasure to meet all of you. And he floats on away. Peace.
Keep loving vegetable right.
I'm great at getting rid of people.
You have such
It's
a way
more
with
skill.
words, Connor.
Thank you. It's two ways I can do it. You know, I can like take you out, or you can just make you want to get out.
Well, either works for me, so that's fine.
Twin rapiers or conversation, your choice.
I had so many conversations in there, a whole two back to back. It was awful.
Just do.
Are the rapiers named conversation and discourse?
They are now.
Well, don't worry, Mar. If you need conversation passed off to someone else, I can handle it for you.
Always. Thank you. Did we
So-
want to go down that option, or do we want to talk to Volmir?
I'd like to talk first, when possible.
I mean,
was thinking-
I don't know if breaking in is necessarily going to end in violence. I mean, hopefully it should just be see what we need to see, get out, report. But
I was thinking that we go and look first so that we had something besides just suspicion, because if we come up and say, hey, we think something's funny is going on over at your warehouse, they're going to go, of course not. Versus,
if we can get a
versus-
sample, yeah, for him to have evidence.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right now all we
and-
have is Dogmana's witness,
Yeah,
which is pretty good. I mean,
right. He's also the youngest, though, in that group of people that I definitely remember the name of.
The Violet Cloister.
The Violet Cloister.
Yeah.
So they may not
And there
be
is,
as open to what he says unless he has solid proof.
and we do have our other contact person. Whose
In,
name is me.
Yeah. Omari.
Right. Right.
If we are going to try to sneak in, may we do a long rest first, and then that way I can change what equipment and spells I need before we go.
well then, so we
If we
should
do
rest.
Yes.
Yeah, start rest immediately. That way we can get up at like 4 in the morning when it's still dark
All
and
right.
go then.
1 second. Let me make sure everybody's in the right window.
Abel!
Hi, Abel.
Hey guys, how's everyone doing?
Yeah.
Don't let me
Good.
Oh yeah, and Haima's really winded right now. Remember, he took like a big wallop on the head in the last.
Oh,
Five,
that's
ten.
Oh, yeah. Meanwhile, I was looking at my HP and I was like, why am I missing 5 hit points? What happened?
5 whole hit points.
Yeah, I got like. That, wait, he got hit by lightning, right?
Yep.
Or yeah, so like, still like all the furs just like.
Oh.
Like, it was like a burnt hair smell.
I do not remember that happening.
And Kevin is just like, I want to sleep.
We got sucked through the portal and had that big fight. After, what was it? After
We had
his
to
trial.
prove his test, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well,
You had to go to the library and find stuff, and then we fought an air
Mhm.
elemental.
Yeah. Also, I can be a werewolf if we long rest. Just
Yep.
remember that, 'cause I
Alright.
already was a werewolf today.
Well, if you guys want to, if Mars' goal is to like use the cover of night to explore, then if you took a long rest, I mean that's probably going to put you at early morning, but you could probably wake up around 4 or so in the morning, and do like a
Didn't-
very early morning excursion.
Yeah, no one expects anything to happen at 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
didn't we say we meet with that one guy though? Did
We didn't say when.
Well, I'm gonna remember what Siriko said is that if it kind of seems like if we go the path of the Violet Cloister, wait, I'm gonna get his name. I'm gonna get it.
Desmond?
No one say it. Omari from the Barrymores?
Yep.
That's
Brilliant.
it.
The Barrymores and Violet Cloister don't get along, so we maybe should pick one or the other instead of trying to play both sides.
Let's find out what we can find out first, and then we'll know who to go to.
Sure.
Because if it implicates all of the Violet Cloister, then we go to the Barrymores. If it's a subgroup, then that's something.
Well, I mean,
Maybe.
something is suspicious about the cloister if they're not releasing the bodies, right?
Well, I can see higher ups going, we don't want, the bodies are infectious, we don't want them out.
Right.
But that could be
Right.
a cover-up story easily, using the
That-
infection to cover
That's what we
support.
want.
It's gotta be.
Yep. That's
Like
what we
Zon,
want to find out.
Hey, worst comes to worst, Abel. What I'm about to ask you is perhaps inappropriate and morbid. Could you put a dead body in that bag?
Oh no, that's not what I thought you were gonna ask about. Oh my
What did
gosh.
you think I was gonna
I don't know. You said inappropriate. I don't know. How to explain that. That was it. That wasn't appropriate, though. I'll give you that.
I mean,
You tap it around us, Bob.
I don't know if the opening is large enough to fit an entire body.
Probably.
Not in one piece.
Stop. Please stop. Saying these things.
You could probably get a bot like a person can fit in
A child's body?
a person can fit inside of a bag of holding. The issue is
Oh.
that they would die, but if they're already dead, then
it's an inanimate object at
Yeah.
that point.
The difficult
Throw an
terrain.
animate
I'm just saying if we
object.
can't get like
Mark.
I
well,
like how Mar went
okay.
straight like
Okay,
Dr.
oh,
Manhattan.
souls left behind. I
A
don't know
human
why
body
I
has
wanted
the same
to
amount of
get
atoms as a dead body, the same amount of atoms as a living body.
Mar, you've hit your conversational limit today, I think.
I'm just saying,
It's getting a little off the rails here.
if we can't get like a perfect little, bottle of whatever they're putting in there or switching out, then maybe the thing to go to the cloister with is to Amari with is an actual body.
That's what
If that's the
stable.
proof.
That's what stable, believable people do.
You think we're any
Listen. I was a werewolf earlier. It's still in the brain.
That is surprising every time you do it, I must say.
I appreciate you bringing it up, Marlo. If it is will potentially be a possibility, at least we'll be prepared to go through with it if it is necessary.
Just worst comes to worst. That way we don't get
Exactly.
spotted hauling a dead body on the street.
Someone
There
else
is something to be said for that.
If we need a distraction, we could always just throw the bag of holding that has the skull in it. Hey,
Just-
So,
Just
if
for
we're...
my memory, what were we planning on doing?
We're trying, we're...
Just to refresh my memory.
The warehouse where all the bodies
We
are
didn't have a
stored.
plan at this point. Yeah, we're gonna investigate
Yeah,
it.
we're
in
gonna
some
take
way.
a long rest and then go into that warehouse to see
Yes,
what we
that's what I
can
thought we said
see.
we would do. Okay.
Also, I have sending if we want to send Amari a message about meeting later.
Cool. And you met Volmir, right? So that's also the other option if
Yep.
you wanted to send to him.
Yeah, whichever one.
Cool.
So I
Perfect.
can
Yeah, we-
message both of them, I think. So.
Awesome.
The Marty was the member of the
Barrymore.
Barrymores.
I do
I'm thinking Lionel every time you say that.
Lionel.
Which one is the grave guy?
The Barrymore Omari.
Okay.
Yeah, Volmir is he's kind of like the representative of the cloister who's in Hightower right now. He's the highest ranking member of the cloister in Hightower.
Okay.
Who was that again?
Volmir Rylas.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's the one we met at the school.
At
Yep.
the school, okay.
Yeah, and he's
Gotcha,
like
gotcha.
relatively cool with us, but
I wish you could see my notes because I spell everything phonetically, so it's always really funny. Like, it's
I
hysterical.
wish y'all could see Ace's notes because Ace takes amazing notes.
Ooh, 3 note takers.
No, I'm meaning to get a notebook, like a notebook for this group. I have one. I don't know where it is right now.
There
But yeah, that's
are
fine.
illustrations. There's betrayal counters.
I don't have.
All kinds of stuff.
Bag joke counters, yeah.
It'll get started on this.
I have a list of all my sendings that I've ever done to Callian, and it's I write the things that I need to say, and then I give myself space for Mar to bullshit and say, anyways.
No.
Alright, so are you gonna take your long rest here at the monastery?
Yes, please.
Alright, so one of you, sort of Saurus, goes and informs Sirocco, and they point you to some rooms that you can use, and then they let you know that the communal dinner will be served at a certain time. So you've got, if you want to be awake, it's probably only like 6 o'clock right now. So if you were to go to sleep in the next hour, right after you eat, you could be awake as early as 2 or 3 and still get your full 8 hours.
Well, in this time, if we're going to be at the monastery, I think Abel wants to ask questions about what literature they may have. Because after the test that we did with getting Sordis his new robe, the books that I found were very interesting. I want to see if they're just illusions or if they know where I can find copies of those books, if they have a similar library here at the monastery.
Roll an investigation check.
Let me pull up the Indiana. Sorry.
Sully, I was trying to take a drink of that stuff, and you just knocked my hand out.
God damn it, Sully.
Anybody else want to accomplish anything before you all take a sleep?
Nope. Come on,
Reload.
is tired. Come on, is real stinking tired.
Oh, I'm thinking about skipping my long rest now.
Oh no.
I got a 19.
Okay. Why do you want to skip your long rest, Marlo?
I kind of want to go to see if I can go to their library too.
Okay. So you can tag along with Abel, and so after you kind of ask around a little bit, and they direct you to their lore keeper. And when you kind of enter in, very small library space here, just kind of 15 or 20 books on the shelf. The lore keeper, this old elven fellow, and he appears to be blind, and you can see that he's reading with fingers on a book, but it's like not like Braille. He's using some kind of magical means in order to sense what the book is saying. But when you walk into the room, he says, I recognize one of your essences. You were in my library, weren't you?
I assume I was, but I believe it was just a vision.
Yes. So the challenge created in your mind, and I created the library. That was mine.
So all of those books were created from your memory.
Yes. I've traveled much around the world and read many books.
Did you use a spell to memorize all of those books? Or they were the ones that I had the time to read were very detailed.
Well, when you've lived as long as I have, you spend a lot of time memorizing and learning things.
What's your name?
Oh, my name is Halma. I don't have those notes down, so I can't tell you the last name, but Halma is the first name. Yeah.
Okay. Halma, I don't know if this is okay with you. We're here with Saurus and his group. I guess we were wondering if we had the ability to look around in your library, or if that's restricted to monastery members only.
No, all of the library books here are on loan from the Monastery of the Third Eye, and of course they are all about the sharing of knowledge, and so it would be wrong of me to say no.
It's an amazing
Great.
opportunity.
Thank you.
All of the books that were in the vision are present currently in this library.
Ooh, okay. So I want to read the book about the sleeping dragons and the book about the cloud city.
Okay, go ahead and just roll a general intelligence check and add your proficiency. Anything that you're wanting to look into more?
Yes, two things. I want to look into Azalor and how to get into it. And I also want to look at, I don't know, curse breaking.
Okay, so go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Okay.
Can I help Marlo since I already kind of read those books in the vision?
Yeah, but I don't. None of the books that were in the vision would be helpful for Marlo.
That's what I'm saying. Since I already spent time skimming those books, I probably won't
Yeah,
dedicate all my time to that.
you can roll with advantage, Marlo. Yep.
Oh, cool. Okay. Oh, that's better. Thank you, Abel. I got an 18.
18. So you do find it's not like a book specifically on Azalor, but you find like an old school atlas of the world before the subversion. And it's like you are familiar enough with the continent of Alyria and its geography and the Vale. It's so interesting to see maps that don't have the Vale on it, where you're seeing not just the one continent, but the southern continent that it's actually connected to by an isthmus. The like a larger continent off to the side. Another place where you actually see the original country of Noavia. Like far kind of, several thousand miles away from Alyria, like on a large landmass. And it's so interesting to see that. But one of the chapters that is there is on the city of Azalor. And it was built around the temple of Suvenar, which is on the floor of the ocean in the Tranquil Bay. And the city itself is a series of 5 large, magically maintained pods that are underwater. It is a joint society between the Sea Elves, the Tritons, and then there's a merchant section where people from the surface world would come down, and like this is an open air space where they keep oxygen fresh there, and parts of the other parts are submerged so that Tritons and Sea Elves can just swim around freely. But it was this bustling center of the Tranquil Bay and became kind of like a home for the marketing and all of those elements. It was the bridge between Alyria and Suvanaravan, which was like the other major culture and city like further to the south that was since lost to the Vale. Because this book was pre-subversion, there's no information on what's going on in Azalor now. Mm-hmm. But it does mention that there is an island near present-day Noavia where there is a gateway that was opened with 4 keys.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Does it name the island, or does it just say an island?
The island has a name. It's called Windward Vale. But like whether it's still named that or not, you don't know. It's
Sure.
it's probably like 100 miles northwest off the coast of what is now the country of Noavia, but back then was not Noavia. Yeah.
Right. Perfect.
Kaiwa would probably know where this is.
It's a little bit. It's probably 500 miles or so away from the Vanishing Isles.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, it might be something that you have some familiarity maybe with. I don't know how much Kaimana's like nautical knowledge, because you did bop around that area for a few years. So if Marlowe communicates this to you, we could roll and see if that's something that you would remember.
He's asleep, so don't.
Yeah.
Kaimana, wake up!
You do have a map of Alyria. I don't know who has it in their possession. I imagine it. Marlowe holds on to all the paperwork, so I imagine it's her.
I pull out my folder of the
Okay.
first paperwork.
Yeah. So the island that is where the island is on the old map, on the new Alyria map, there's no island there. Whoever drew the map either didn't put it there, or something has happened to the island since then. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What was the name of the island again? I'm sorry.
The Windward Vale.
Windward Vale.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Actually, Kaimana might have knowledge about that island anyway. So that might be something to bring up to him. But yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Perfect.
Would Abel know anything about that if it's so close to the new island?
You're there. Go ahead and roll a history check, Abel.
Historia.
Abel, what's this?
Let me see.
Cool, Marlowe. Very subtle.
Abel, get over here.
I just shoved the book in his face.
Oh yeah, so I'm a bit thrown off by her shoving the book in my face because I rolled a 7.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
see, it's on this one,
Yeah.
but it's not on that
You're
one.
being a bit rude. Calm down. Let me.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, and it's actually probably appropriate because the map that you're looking at of Alyria is very similar to the map that you learned Illyrian geography from when you were growing up. And so it's like, it's weird. It's weird that there's a landmass in this old map that's not on the new one because you also were unaware that it existed.
Oh.
And it might not still. You don't know.
When the veil, started to take over, the temperature of the globe started to warm. It may have risen the sea level, and the island may be underwater.
All right, that sounds made up. It's cold all the time. What are you talking about?
No, it is
Why is it so cold?
the greenhouse
anymore?
effect. I'll explain it to you later. I'm talking about the cloud cities.
You're not playing Corinne anymore, Grace.
Right. And Abel, the information that you get from the cloud cities and stuff, like I sent that to you. It matches up to what was in the dream kind of
Yeah,
vision.
I guess I just kind of wanted to, because I only had time to skim through the book, so Abel just wanted to go through and just shore up some things, make sure he, got the full picture.
Yeah, and as you're reading through this Sleeping Dragons book, because Mara has been like forcing this Azalor stuff on you, like you hit on, like when you get down to Naginda, like the whole reference in there to the current belief is that Naginda is sleeping in the Temple of Suvanar,
In the Temple of Suvanar.
which is at the center of Azalor. Yeah.
Yes, Sleeping Dragons. Since I know she's looking for. Were you looking for dragons?
No.
You weren't looking for dragons.
But the connection is
Oh,
that
yeah,
she
yeah.
was looking for Azalor, and
Oh yeah, Azalor.
Yeah, so I mean,
I'll mention to her the Nagindas in the Temple of Suvanar in Azalor, all that good stuff.
is that on? Does that detail a lot about Naginda though?
It tells about the sleeping dragons, so
Do you mind if can we switch for a second? Just real quick.
sure thing.
Okay. Hey, does it say anything cool about Naginda? Perhaps his wish granting skills. Maybe.
Yeah, so what it does talk about is that Naginda is known as, he has two names. He's known as the Crashing Wave because he can control all of the waters in the Tranquil Bay as well as other parts of Alyria. But his other moniker is the Changebringer. Because he was kind of instrumental in like taking animals that were primarily reptilian on the land and turning them into amphibian creatures that could live in both water and land. He like brought mammals to the water to create them into like dolphin-like creatures that could live in the water. He is known for the creation of the Otterkin, or the Kaimana's race. Like that was his kind of like, even though like the gods created a lot of the primary races, the dragons, empowered with the same kind of energy, also created some of their own favored races as well. But he is greatly known as somebody who's all about transformation and change.
Y'all gonna give Kaimon its first existential crisis?
Meet your creator.
Well, thank you.
Can I just on a whim, are there any other books that would be interesting to Abel, maybe about building or artificing or anything like that? Maybe jewelry crafting? Or like gem cutting?
Yeah, so there's nothing about artificing. Like, there's no like magic books here, any kind of like magical practice or magical studies or anything like that. Like, that's not something that this lore keeper guy seems to be interested in. He seems much more interested in histories and like society and things like that. You do find a book on the Forge, the organization that birthed the Halls of Origination in Cindervale, and it kind of details the families that the 5 major tribes or clans that formed the Halls of Origination.
Anything in that book tell me about the mark of the Lunar Foundry?
It does mention the Lunas clan, who is one of the original founders of the halls, and the first primary of the halls of origination, like the leader, was from the Lunas clan.
Okay.
It's an old book, and it doesn't mention anything about the Lunar Foundry, so it's hard to know whether like this book was written before the Foundry was created or not.
Can I ask Holma if he knows any information about the Lunas clan? And I'm gonna show him the jewel chalice.
Oh.
And, or maybe
He reaches out and kind of feels along the chalice and finds like the mark on the bottom. Yes, I traveled to Cindervale in my youth. Beautiful place.
is there any information you could give me about the group that would create a chalice like this with that symbol? I woke up one morning and this was just rolled from underneath my bed.
Well, that's disconcerting.
Quite.
Well, I can tell you that they're the greatest craftsmen of fine gobletry and tableware and candelabras and things. All of the richest people in Alyria would probably have many of the Lunar Foundry's works within their halls.
And that is what they are known for? Creating home goods?
Yes, the Lunas clan mostly focuses on works in the halls of origination, but the Lunar Foundry is like their side job.
Okay. Where would one of their shops be located? Here near the monastery?
Oh, no, I don't believe that they have a location in Hightower. Perhaps Anorvir, but you could probably find their work in many of the fine shops within the town, just not like one owned by them, of course.
Franchises.
Yes. If you go to the local antique market, you might-
Oh my god. Abel, I can't believe that you were told, like, these are the greatest craftsmen in the world, and you went, oh, it's home goods.
That's not the type of thing that Abel is interested in. I want to build like a giant automaton.
He's like, there's no gears here.
Yeah,
This isn't steampunk.
I don't care about sconces and things like
you
that.
get the impression that this is like if like the greatest blacksmith in the world, known for like crafting the most beautiful weaponry, in his free time was like, I'm gonna make some silverware. It would be really good silverware, but it's just kind of like a way to practice their skill that's not what they normally do.
It's good to diversify it. Okay, all right. Jack of all trades. All right.
Yes.
That reminds
Thank
me
you
of a
very
line
much.
from
I
Red.
appreciate- So what?
That reminds me of a line from the play Red where Rothko is talking about some of the other painters that he dislikes and painting, signing menus, autographing menus and stuff to make money.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, the Halls of Origination's not like... I mean, they make money because they create stuff for the society, but as an individual ownership thing, the clans split all of the kind of the wealth and property.
Okay, I think that is all.
All right.
Yeah, I guess Abel and I go take a short rest, or as much rest as...
Oh, so,
Yeah.
I mean, that probably only took you like a couple hours. So if you guys plan to wake up at 4, then you could still get in 8 hours.
Perfect.
I want to talk to Source briefly before we rest.
So yeah, while they're at the library, then you and Source can have your conversation.
I just kind of
Yes,
pull
Jordan.
you. I just pull you aside before we start. And I'm like, so Source, forgive, but what were you talking about?
I'm sorry, what specifically are you looking at?
When they pulled you aside privately. What
Oh,
couldn't they say in front of us?
It's about the bell tether that I have on me. It was
Oh.
very.
Have you told us about this? I don't think you told us.
I had assumed that they had seen it.
No.
You
So
made us see it.
jury, roll a Arcana check.
Okay. Dropping some deep lore on me out of nowhere. Alright. Hold on, I have to figure out where it is on this app. Skills, that's what it is. Arcana. I got 17.
17. Yeah, so when he holds up his wrist to be like on this tether, you're like, there's nothing there. But then you focus that part of your brain that is magically tuned. And for just a moment, you see this wisp of smoke that rises, like it's wrapped around Source's wrist, and then there's just a thread of it. And it's not like you know, like hair, like when somebody's underwater and their hair is just loosely floating, it kind of has that impression, but you almost get the sense that the end of it is not torn, that it's attached to something, but you can't see what it is.
It does seem kind of troubling.
Yeah, it happened in a fighting against the Veil creatures.
So,
Since I was punching them with my hands, apparently I pulled some of their essence back.
can be a little problematic with those things.
We're not sure. That's what I was trying to find out.
And you're trying to get rid of it, ideally? Or you're trying to learn more about it?
I'm trying to learn more about it before I make a decision one way or another.
Alright, well, it is appreciated.
If you find anything, please let me know.
Oh, of course. Yeah, you've divulged information for me. It's an equal exchange kind of thing.
Thank you, Jordan.
They nod to you. Just go to the room.
All right. Anybody else? All right. So you find the food is mostly vegetarian, but you do find the accommodations are comfortable. They're not like classy, but that's the monastery life. A nice down comforter, a good pillow, and you all find yourselves to sleep. So after a long rest, you awaken. It's still dark outside, but you can make any changes that you need to in your spell choices or whatever for the day.
I took care of that already.
I was led to believe that I would be using mending a lot more than I actually.
Yeah, I had that happen with the character too.
I mean,
And then once you got rid of it, then you needed it
yeah.
one time.
Would you
So-
like?
yeah.
Would you like me to start targeting your cannon,
It's
so
on
you,
me
so you
most of
can
the
use
time.
so you can use mending more often?
I mean, it's on me most of the
Yeah.
times. If you target it, you target me. So.
But you can use it to cure your or heal your homunculus, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now that you have him,
I think at this point, Abel's probably like getting a little antsy because he can't play with his puzzle. Well, not play with his puzzle, but it's trapped in the bag of holding with a friend.
oh, it is. That's true. The flame skull has unlocked all of your secrets.
Oh God.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Like now that it's
It
nice.
has such sights to show you.
I am doing one roll per day for the flame skull.
World.
Nope.
Oh, if we unleash the skull in the monastery, I would be so embarrassed.
It's okay. I was like,
be mortifying.
based on like he can try to escape a lot, but based on the way you guys have it tethered, I'm giving it a 1 roll per day because his strength score is so low, and he just rolled a 1, so which is a -2.
Ooh.
He's not he did not getting out last night
He
while you were
tied it
asleep.
tighter.
How did this happen?
Oh, no.
All right. So you awake, and the monastery is very quiet this hour. There are a few people up, kind of, some people doing some cleaning while everyone else is asleep, but for the most part, the monastery is very quiet. If you make your way straight to the... I forgot what the word was, and I've been searching in the back of my brain to figure out what the word is. The thing that you rode to get here...
The gondola?
The gondola, thank you.
Oh.
Like literally, like when I went through when I was doing the ticket takers at the beginning, I wanted to say you rode the gondola, and I was like, forgot what the word was, so I just danced past it.
You
All
know
right.
that thing.
So you get
But
to the
you just
gondola.
outed
yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So you get to the gondola, and there is a guy there working it. So you have somebody who's kind of sleepily lets you on, and you can ride it back into the town. It's about 30-minute drive or 30-minute ride back into Hightower.
So our first stop will be to the warehouses where they're keeping the dead
Yes.
While it's still dark. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Nicer than to run the gondolas at 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
Some people have places to be.
24-hour gondolas? That's awesome.
I know ski resorts that aren't this good.
Well, and Soros knows that the gondola is like mostly for
More on
monastery.
demand.
Yeah, it's kind of on demand. It's mostly for monastery business. Not a lot of people in Hightower are like, let's hoof it over to the monastery. But
Well, I
yeah.
just I'm imagining it makes like a lot of loud, squeaky mechanical noise. Like people are like, "Who the hell's riding the gondola at 4 in the morning?"
All right. So you're on that kind of steep incline going up to the tall bluff of the main island of the Boreal Quarter. And you kind of are right up at the top. There's nobody working the gondola on this end. And it gets up to the top and stops, and you can open up the door and get out. And you find yourself on the very, very quiet streets of Boreal Quarter at 4:30 or so in the morning.
We'll let Kaimana lead us,
Okay.
since he knows where we're going.
All right.
So you know where we're going, right?
Yeah, you remember it. So you kind of make your way through the streets, and you arrive at that kind of that twinned location where there was a very large building where there were Violet Conclave members standing outside of it. Currently, nobody's standing outside. There's no lights on in the building, and then across from it, kind of, 3 or 4 blocks further down, you see the walled structure where the man who you kind of sniffed out disappeared into. And you get over there, and there's a large gate, and there's a large palisade wall that's going around the structure. The palisade looks relatively new.
First of all, stealth.
Okay, everybody go ahead and roll a stealth check.
I have invisibility too if we want to put that on someone.
I cast Pass Without It.
All right.
Invisibility is also helpful
Yeah.
because they can still see you.
Yeah.
Stealth, and then add plus 10
Mar,
to
would
your
you
roll.
like invisibility?
I think it should go to Saurus, quite honestly. I think he's
I have a plus
prob-
8. I have a plus 8 stealth.
Yeah, plus 18 with
he's-
Pass Without Trace, yeah.
He's
Who
got
has,
it.
who has the worst stealth? They should probably take it.
Probably able.
Yeah.
Abel, what's your stealth score?
I got a +1 to stealth.
Well, you're getting invisible for an
So
hour.
you can,
friend.
yeah. So you can roll. Abel disappears, and you can roll with advantage on your stealth checks.
An advantage +10.
Yeah.
Here you go,
Oh,
buddy.
wow.
That's for you.
Plus your 1. Don't forget the 1.
Very important.
It is important. Ooh.
Oh my god, I got a nat 20.
Whoop.
Oh my god, you disappear. You are also invisible.
Vox Populi, we're hella sketchy. Goodbye. Like,
On brand.
done.
I got a 28.
28. Okay, and then natural 20, so it's 30 something. Kaimana.
Yep. I got
21.
it. Yep.
21.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yep.
Marlo.
I got a 15.
Okay.
Rolled a 3.
Thank God for that. Pass without a trace. And Source.
I rolled a 6, so I've got a 24.
24. Okay, good.
It makes
Um,
you curious.
Oh, I'm
I got,
sorry, Josh. I did get an 18. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
18,
I
good,
have
yeah.
a plus 5.
That's
you're curious.
very good.
I got a 34. With
34.
pass without a trace.
Jury's in a different campaign right now, but it's fine.
Different dimensions.
During us with a
clouds.
one shot.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, she's
Is
she's talking.
this a group stealth check?
Yeah, he's talking to Twine. It's fine. Like, all right. So you guys feel like you're pretty well hidden. There's not a lot of street lightage in this part of the Boreal Quarter, and it's hard to see what's happening on the other side of the palisade. But you feel very well hidden, kind of off to the side. You find an alleyway. How would you like to approach this?
How high is the palisade?
It's about 10 feet. Maybe
I'm gonna jump
maybe
over it.
15 feet. But yeah, go ahead and make a athletics check.
Can I ask a question? If Anansi was on me, would he also become invisible?
If you're wearing him, yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Once he leaves you, I think he technically stops being invisible.
Okay.
Athletics or acrobatics?
For you, acrobatics is fine because you're in an alleyway, so you can like bounce off the wall.
19.
19. So you all watch as Source, without making any kind of sound, like leaps up and hits the palisade and then bounds off to the brick wall next to him, and then bounds off and flips over to the other side. And Source, it's you get to the top of the palisade, and as you're jumping up, you realize that you're level with a roof. So you kind of rolled stealthily on top of the roof.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're looking out into a courtyard, and you're on there's 5 buildings in this courtyard, or it looks like 5 buildings, but 2 of them are directly connected to one another, so you don't know if like interiorly they might be connected.
Yeah.
You're on the smallest of these buildings, and there's a large open courtyard in the middle where you can see like track marks and kind of mud. There's a stable kind of off directly across the courtyard from you. The building next to you, there's a kind of smoke coming out of the plume, and you can lightly smell maybe early morning cooking fire. And then the larger 2 buildings that are joined with one another, one looks kind of like a warehouse, and the other one looks like maybe an old storage building of some kind. They have windows high up, like on the 2nd floor level, and you can see like a faint like greenish blue light coming from inside.
Oh, that's not ominous at all.
Oh my god, it's Great Gatsby.
I'll throw a rope over so everybody else can haul up.
All right.
This is Great Gatsby. It's like, hello, sport, we've got zombies.
All right. Is anybody staying behind to kind of keep watch, or is everybody going on over?
I will stay behind to keep watch.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check.
I think.
I could leave
what if-
Anansi behind.
What if I just chill in the back? Like I go slower than everybody else? You know what I mean? Like I stay back a bit. I'm moving with the group,
Okay.
but I'm staying back to make sure that like no one's following us or stuff like that.
Yeah, I'd say at least get up on the roof
Okay.
Yeah.
and keep it.
Give me a moment, and I'll flip over so you can actually see a map of the location.
Oh, that was cool. You got to see Josh walk out of his frame into Ronnie's for a brief moment.
Whoa. Meta.
This is like the weird setup thing where I have to like set up a kennel cage.
No one can hear you. Look, you see Scared Sully?
Uh-huh.
Oh, there she
You
is.
guys see Scared Sully?
She's
So
so
yep.
cute.
Josh props up the webcam on her kennel that we haven't used in like 5 years. So she's looking like, why is that out here?
Oh,
What are you
no.
doing?
Oh no.
She
poor
hates it.
baby.
It's real ominous if I'm honest.
It
Here, like,
is. She could pounce at any moment.
submersively
She
cuts.
looks like a
I
jump
know.
scare in a horror
Oh
movie.
my god. She's just
Like it-
standing there.
Yeah, like the camera
menacingly.
pans for her, and then like it just has the like high strings.
Wait.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Hey babe, no one's putting you in a kennel.
Yeah, she thought so. She was
She's
like,
like-
they're leaving.
He's like, Dad, they were making fun of me.
She gets very self-conscious.
She was just staring us down. What do you mean? She was like,
Scared of that kennel, man.
All right. So you're all currently. Oh, it's reversed. So now when I pull it the one way, it goes a different direction. All right. So
Earthquake.
yeah. So you're all currently on the roof here,
Ninjas.
and Mar in the back. So, Source, you kind of moved up there. So, like, this isn't like a combat situation, but there's the maps there for you. So you can kind of see. So, Source, this building here is the one that has the cooking fire smell coming out of it.
Yep.
The stables are over here.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is the two large buildings that seem to be connected. The green light, this building's taller than this one, and the greenish bluish light seems to be coming out of like this back section back here.
All right. I'm gonna go leap rooftop to rooftop and get over to that the one where the light's coming out to see if I can get to a window and look inside.
Okay, go ahead and make an acrobatics check. It's not to check to make sure that you can do it. It's like to make sure that you can maintain your stealthiness as you're moving across.
That would be a 17.
Okay, good. So you get up over here, and you're looking in, and as you get closer, it's hard to tell. It's kind of like almost like there's maybe a fire or something in there. But you get up to the window that you can get closest to, and you kind of have to pull yourself up. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Perception. Okay, perception. That's 19.
19. Okay, so I'll show you what you see. Hold on one second. Oh, I flipped them. That's the wrong room. Sorry. Because they were upside down, they're flipped. Okay. So you see kind of like this large, relatively empty hall. It's got some like pews, maybe like it used to be an old church of some kind. But the light is not coming from a fire. There's some runic carvings in these locations in the room.
Okay.
You don't currently see any people, but they are giving off kind of like this slow, like humming, pulsing, bluish greenish light.
Okay, I'll go bounding back to the group
Okay.
and tell them what I saw, because this involves magic, which is not my forte.
All right, so Soros gets
I
back
tell the
over.
gang.
Yep.
I'll tell that I've got it.
Okay.
You got it.
Do we all want to make our way over there? Can y'all make the jumps on top of the roof?
One of the jumps is about 10 feet, so if you want to check your like strength to see if that's something that you all could clear.
Oh god, probably
Is
not.
Pass Without a Trace concentration?
Yes.
So I've got a +0 to strength, so I'm thinking that Druid cannot cross.
Can
Without,
I
If you've got
do
a
it
10 strength, you can
acrobatically?
jump 10 feet. It's one-
Yes.
but do I want to jump 10 feet is the question.
Mara, you can.
Okay, cool.
Oh, you're
You're
muted,
muted,
Ronnie.
It's not important. Go ahead. I'm good. Yeah, I have a 10 to strength, so if that's
Yeah.
the qualification, then
As Anansi is like crawling on your shoulder.
yeah.
What I'll do is for that 10-foot gap is I'll jump over first and then be sitting there right on the edge to help grab them as they come,
Okay.
so that those who are at the extreme end of their length, I can grab their arm and swing them up.
All right, so you're all heading over to the other rooftops.
Do we want anyone to stay behind?
I could stay behind.
Okay, so Juridan will sit
Well,
back.
I'll stay behind. I don't really.
I'm pretty good at spotting things. I can smell things.
That's why you should go ahead.
Okay, sure.
I've got sending. If something horrible is going on, I can let
All
you
right,
know.
so
Perfect.
Jury,
I
you're-
high five you.
You're over here, so you can kind of keep an eye on the courtyard, and then everyone else is heading over. So
That's actually great, because then I can message you guys if someone comes out. That's actually
Perfect.
Yeah, that's really good.
all right, so go ahead and roll a perception check, Jury, as you're keeping watch in the courtyard, and then Marlo, just make an acrobatics check.
Hey Dice, you're gonna go. You've done your job today. You rolled
Yeah.
two threes on me, and you're done. So I got a 12.
Good thing it wasn't below an 11. All right, so you make the jump, but you all kind of watch as Mar leaps across the thing, and she hits the rooftop, and there's this loud sound as she catches her boots and kind of skids a little bit.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Okay. At that moment, what was your perception check, Drury?
13.
13. A figure pokes their head out here, and you kind of see somebody kind of like it's a wizard, but that's not what it is. It's like a guy dressed almost like a guard, has like a spear, kind of pokes out and is looking around in the courtyard, and then you hear him call back in like, "Yeah, I thought I heard something," and he's gonna start kind of making his rounds around the courtyard.
I'll send a message to them to watch out for him.
Okay.
Watch out, someone patrolling courtyard. I'll send it to Mara since she jumped and get the thing.
Yeah, that makes sense. Can I don't know where Abel is.
I'm invisible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Abel's invisible. He's probably about to make the leap across.
Okay. When I think I sense Abel near me, I will go, Abel, if you want to send your little friend to distract him and make him think that was the noise, would he be able to do that?
You probably could. Is he extremely suspicious yet? I don't. If he thought
I don't know.
maybe.
As a last resort, if he starts getting too close. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So if he's.
If he looks like he's gonna look at those guys, I want to use prestidigitation and make like an animal sound away from them.
Okay. He's currently walking. He got to the edge where he thought he heard the sound, looked around, didn't see anything, and now he's kind of in front of the building that Source looked inside of right now. He's walking away.
Okay.
He did not roll super high on his perception, so he heard the sound but wasn't exactly certain where it came from.
Cool. I'll keep an eye on him.
Yeah. All right. Who's making the leap across next?
I want to go last.
Okay.
If I will try.
Abel, roll a athletics check.
Athletics.
Oh, how funny it would be if Comedy of Threes we all go bang, bang, bang.
I don't want to be the one to. All right, let loose.
I already
Natural
did
20.
Natural.
Yes. Yes.
Zero to athletics.
None of you have ever seen Abel move this dexterously.
We don't see it.
and for the first time ever, Abel moves like a cat and is silently cheering, and then realizes that nobody saw it happen.
No one saw me.
I'm like, Marlo,
Oh
did
my
you
God,
see me?
that's so
I was so
sad.
stunned.
Marlo, you didn't hear the jump, you didn't hear the landing, and then suddenly right next to you, you hear Abel's voice.
Did you see me? It was amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah, oh my God, you were incredible. Way to go, champ.
I've been practicing.
I believe you.
Okay. Kaimana,
Alright, come on.
athletics check.
I'll be waiting there to catch Kaimana.
Okay.
Can I make it acrobatics?
With jumping is always athletics unless you're a monk. But you can roll with advantage because Rob's going to be there, whatever your name is. Source is going to be there to catch you.
Okay.
One of them.
I did the mom thing where you run through every name.
So
Roll with advantage.
yeah, roll with advantage.
Okay.
So that's a 11.
Oh, perfect. That's exactly what you needed to do. But when you kind of jump across, and when Source catches you, you wiggle a little bit, and he drops you, and you kind of hit the top of the area a little bit louder than you would like. Nope. I was gonna say he heard you, but that was a natural one on his perception. So he's keeping his circuit around the thing.
The fur
Jerry's
dampens the sound.
Yeah.
Jerry's just watching this guy like, why isn't this moron seeing what they got in
We're like
Yeah.
Scooby-Dooing up on the roof.
Yeah.
Jerry is
Jesus.
like watching y'all like
And
this.
Jury is professionally embarrassed for the guard.
I don't like anything that's
At some, like, I'm not going to keep moving him on the map, but at some point, Jury, he gets closer to you, and, like, even from, like, the 10 feet above his head where you're kind of leaning down, like, watching him, you can smell alcohol.
happening. Well, that explains
Yeah.
quite a bit.
He's been drinking a little bit. All right, so you're all on the roof now, and I'm gonna switch back over because you don't need the map for the rest of this. But so, what are you? Who's gonna look in to kind of see what they can see with the magic?
I am.
All right, go ahead and come on. So you're looking in. Somebody's got to kind of help hold Kaimana
I
up to
got
the
it.
window.
Grab by the tail, like lower.
Yeah. You're looking at it. Go ahead
By
and
the scruff
roll.
of the neck.
Go ahead and roll an Arcana check. Come on.
Lion King.
15.
15. So there's parts of this that you do not recognize at all. There's some elements of it that seem completely alien to any magical knowledge that you have. But there are some elements that are very much, you recognize them as things that like druids would use to do crafting of like life-giving magic or magic that heals or some, things that are very much connected to the natural order of things. However, they're all inverted.
So like necromancy.
Yeah, Kaimana wouldn't recognize that, but you get the sense that it's the opposite of the life-giving that you're accustomed to.
Can I tell what kind of level it is?
Pretty high level, like you get the sense that the stuff that you would normally, like that higher level druids would use when they're reincarnating or trying to bring somebody back from the dead.
Okay, so more than third.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't do anything about that.
And they're currently, there's just two smaller circles. They're just kind of pulsing. And then the larger circle is also just kind of sitting there pulsing.
Yeah, I'll tell the group all that I know and that I can't do anything about it.
Okay.
I can't do anything about it, but I can try something really quick. Can I look in and pull out a piece of, like, in my journal? Can I copy what that is? Really fast? Like what it looks like?
Yep. Go ahead and roll just a performance check to see how clean the connection is.
Performance? Oh, no.
Oh, sorry. For you, let's do... It can be, like, sleight of hand.
Okay. Thanks for taking pity on me, Josh.
Because you're not trying to create, like, an artistic... You're trying to do
I'm
it accurate.
sorry. It's a 24.
There you go. Yeah, you very accurately do that. Now, Marlo, as you're drawing, because this probably takes 20 or 30 minutes, the sun's beginning the process of rising.
I'm going to peep up and down so I'm not, like, consistently in the window.
The two smaller circles begin to change, slowly beginning at the center and then moving outward. The color starts to shift from like that greenish blue to a red to an orange, and that's moves outward. And then a figure walks into the room and goes up to the central piece, and you can see they're kind of muttering. And making motions at those two smaller circles.
Any way I can see who the figure is?
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception roll.
Okay. 19.
So from the distance, it's probably 30 feet away from you. Violet cloak, violet robe, clean-shaven face, short cropped hair. Don't recognize who the person is.
Okay. But I get his face. And can I get his... It's gonna sound weird. Can I get his smell? So if I want to trace this dude later, I can.
The window's closed.
Okay,
You'd have to
then
try
I
to
don't
open the
know.
window. Yeah.
No,
Okay.
no. Bad idea, and I don't. I don't
Okay.
do it. I think about it, but I don't.
Yep.
Okay, then I'll retreat back to the group and inform them of this new change.
Okay.
When he was muttering stuff, did anything change?
Just the color of the circles changed. They went from that bluish green to a reddish orange.
It felt ominous. I mean, I'll be honest.
Do we want to peer in the building below us, or do we want to get the hell out of here?
Might as well.
I don't think we've really learned anything.
I'm gonna we'll tell everybody to just sit tight. Just wait here. And I'm going to shape change into a cat.
Okay.
Nice.
And can I see the map, Josh?
Yeah. All right.
Okay, yeah. So right now we're all on top of that building on the right of the screen.
Yeah, except for jury.
Right, we want to look inside said building.
Yes.
Correct.
And
Right.
there are gables in the back that each have a window. But you don't know, like nobody's looked in them yet, so you don't know like what they're looking in on. But
I'll go looking at one of them.
okay, so the back gable there, it looks like maybe this was an old like if this is an old church, that this might have been like the old rectory for the church. It's a very bare room. There is a bed. There's a person sleeping in the bed. You go and look in the other window, and it's another bare room. Nobody in it. But this is like clearly like the second floor of the building.
This is within reach of everybody else, right?
Yeah.
Is that door that leads out of the empty room? Is that one open?
The empty room door is closed currently.
Okay. What about the one with the person in it?
It's like slightly ajar.
I'm gonna like paw at the window, look at the group, and meow.
Okay, I'll go try and open the window.
Okay.
Just a crack.
Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
Pass that trace is still up.
Okay, that is sleight of hand. Sleight of hand. 12 plus 5, 17.
17. Okay, so you it's a little bit of like an older window. It catches slightly, but then you're able to pull it up. It does not make any like loud squeaking sounds or anything. The person on... Are you in the empty room one, Kaimana?
No, this is the one with the person in it.
The one with the person in it. The person kind of jostles a little bit, but then you hear them drifting back into their sleep.
Okay.
I'm rolling like shit tonight, so all of these dice are getting
Yay.
thrown away.
Yay! They had a great night.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to get into the room as the cat, and I'm going to leave through the cracked door.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check for me, adding your pass without trace.
I'll
And
whisper
using
to
the
the group,
cat's
like-
stealth.
I'll whisper to the group. Does Kaimana have a way to communicate with us while he is in there alone?
I don't think he's ever done that before.
If we hear loud screaming, we either run in or we run away.
If we hear
Yeah,
a cat howling, yeah, that's the answer. While Kaimana is doing this, can I also... I assume this is going to be a lot harder than the first one. Can I try to draw what that guy kind of looks like?
Yeah, go ahead and make another another sleight of hand check.
That's a 26 stealth.
Okay, so you get into the room silently and you pad out the room. It's a hallway. There's two closed doors that mirror the ones that you've already seen. But since there was no gable, you can probably assume that there may be like smaller rooms, like maybe a storage rooms or things. And then at the end of the hallway, there's a staircase that goes down to the next floor.
go to the staircase.
All right, so you make your way to the staircase and you kind of pad down a couple steps, and then it hits a landing, and then it switchbacks, and that's immediately when the smell hits you. You smell very much decay, death.
Okay, I keep going, but like I'm being slow and I'm being as quiet as I can.
Okay, good. Go ahead and make a. As you kind of clear the landing, the whole bottom floor is open, and it looks like it might have been like an old, like if the rectory, that like at the back there seems to be like a door maybe going to a kitchen or something, but this looks like maybe like a cafeteria or a serving space for the rectory. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. That uses my perception, right?
Perception, yes, because your intelligence and wisdom are Kaimana's, yeah.
11.
Does the cat get bonuses to perception checks?
No.
Okay, so 11. You don't seem to see anybody like moving around or anything like that.
Oh, I have advantage because of Keith's spell.
There you go. Then you can do that, yeah.
12.
12. Okay, so yeah, it's hard. You don't see necessarily anybody like moving in this space, but what you do see is maybe 20 or 30 bodies, like just laid out on the ground.
Okay. Does it look like there's an exit to this room?
Yeah, so you kind of like where you at like are now at this end of the building, that door that you think maybe went to maybe it looks like it might have gone to a kitchen or something. It's the only exit that you can see that way, and then there's a door off to the side that looks like maybe it would go out into the courtyard.
Are they open?
No, they're both closed.
Okay, I will go back up.
Okay. You make your way back out, and you come back out up onto the rooftop.
Is there anything loose in the room with the sleeping guy, like papers or anything like that?
When you get back up there, go ahead and make a perception or investigation check.
Perception it is. With advantage. Ooh, that's good. That's not. Okay, so 22.
22. So the only thing you kind of see is like up there's a very bare space. What you do see is like the guy is there, and you can see like his arm, not wearing a violet cloak of any or robe of any kind, and you actually don't see one in this room. There is a small like book on the bedside table that looks like it has some like loose papers put into it.
Okay, I'm gonna try to take him before I head out.
Go ahead and make a stealth, or not a stealth check. You already have that going. Make a sleight of hand check, which is like a sleight of mouth check with the cat, I guess.
Sleight of paw.
Sleight of paw.
Alright, what do I get with the cat? Okay, so I just get the regular cat bonuses, +2 to
Yes.
+4.
So -2.
Okay, 18.
18. Okay. So there's a couple loose ones, and you kind of get your mouth on one that's the most exposed, and you pull, and like as you're pulling, you start to see like some movement from the bed, but then you pull it completely out, and it's not a huge piece of paper. It's maybe it's like a small note that's been folded and then unfolded, and then the guy's rolling over, but you bound out the window before. Whether or not he was just rolling over in his sleep or whether he was looking or whatever, you bound out the window.
Oh, Jesus.
I hand the note to Mar.
All right. Are you guys standing in front of the window now still, or have you moved on?
Outside of the window.
You're standing outside
We don't
the
want
window?
to. We don't. But no. But you can't see us.
Okay. Yeah. There's a moment that goes by, like you guys are off to the side, and there's a moment where you hear kind of like where the window gets pulled down.
Ooh. In the nick of time.
All right. Mar, you have a letter in your hand? Or no, Mars drawing. Who did you hand it to, Kamano?
I had more.
Okay.
I put it in the folder because I will not be reading it here. I don't want to get caught with that here. So go away and read it.
All right. So Mar, you finish up your drawing.
I also got a 23 for that drawing.
It's actually really surprisingly like good. Like you practice your art a lot. Mar never thinks it's very good art, but this is a very clear capture of what this man looks like. As you're looking, Mar, and going through this drawing process, probably another 20 minutes or so, the red orangey pulsing is at the center of the circles is getting slightly brighter, and you see that the symbol at the center is changed a little bit, but it's getting slightly brighter in the center of each of those circles.
I will point that out to Source and Able, and be like, I think we might be on a time crunch right now.
Yeah, when Abel looks, can I see if I I know Come On already took a stab at it. Can I see if I recognize any of the
Yep, make an
symbols
Arcana
to know
check.
exactly what this is doing?
Yep, make an Arcana
Pretty
check.
good at Arcana. Okay, we can do that.
I don't think I would have any basis to make an Arcana check here.
Probably
necessarily.
16.
Probably not, Mar.
Cool.
Yep. 16. Yeah, so you pick up on some of the same things that Kaimana picked up on. Your training in the schools of arcane magic, however, do recognize it as necromantic. But the circles that are now red, like the symbols that are changing in the middle, you have no idea what the spell is that's being currently wrought on it. You do notice that you know the alphabet, you don't speak the language. It's an infernal alphabet.
Ooh. I don't think I speak Infernal. Nope.
Did you say Infernal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Infernal.
Can I read this?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah, so you're looking at it closely enough, and it's a name. You get the sense it's a name. It's like Balazal or Balazal.
Does that mean anything to me?
With your background, maybe not, but go ahead and roll a history check.
Hey, there is that demon.
Certainly not, Josh. I'm not going to bother you with what that number was.
Abel's background, if you say it to Abel, his background would also allow him to roll a history check on that.
I will definitely say that to Abel.
Hey, there is the demon or devil that we're trying to track down for Robin Goodfellow, whose name we have to find out.
What is this, like a history or arcana or religion or what?
History.
He's supposed to be in Feldspar, but that would be awesome if that is who this is.
Well, they're trying to summon him.
Jesus.
Josh, how would you spell that name out for
B-E-A-L. Hold on. B-E-L. Sorry, B-U-L-E-Z-A-U.
That's what that really.
It's not really jogging my memory. I got an 8.
No, yeah. Your knowledge of fiends or devils is very much focused on Rakshasa, not other types.
I can't remember at this moment, and I don't want to give you bad information, Marlo, honestly.
You're fine. I got no idea. Worst comes to worst, we run it by the monastery if no one else knows. But I bet who would possibly know is Volmir if we go to him.
Do we get the hell out of here now and come back later after talking to Thing, or do we mess stuff up?
I think we message someone right now.
Yes, who can we? I'm trying to look what. If I cast any spell, will my invisibility go away?
Yep.
No, it's me. Oh, I thought it was only me, but no, you're right.
If the moment you take some kind of
Yeah,
action,
that's right.
yeah.
I think we go. I think we go find Omar or what's his name?
Omari.
Amari, because they're Violet Cloister people here, and we don't know. You know, our guy could be aligned with him. We don't know. I'd like to think he's not, but
Yeah. I just don't trust that guy has any jurisdiction over fixing this. I mean, you
No,
saw
but
how
if
people
we-
are treating him.
but if we come in and a whumping and shut things down, he's high enough up that they'll have to listen to him when they come in and go, "What the
Yeah.
hell did you do?"
Josh, what's my level of authority? Could I get away with pulling bullshit here? Do I think?
That question.
So-
Think about it.
In the official hierarchy of like the crown, the
Not on the Violet Cloister,
no,
surely.
the wardens and the wardens who the order are underneath would be like equal in power to a Violet Conclave member.
Okay.
But they would not have jurisdiction over each other. They would have their own unique jurisdictions. You would have to go above either a warden or a Violet Conclave in order to
Okay.
have that kind of jurisdiction.
Do I think that if I claimed this is necromancy, what you're doing is infernal, and this is demon stuff, and that's what I do, and I didn't know it was Violet Cloister because why would the Violet Cloister be doing necromancy? Do I think I could get away with it?
Yes, because part of what the order's whole thing is that all of the orders are kind of responsible for why necromancy doesn't exist anymore because they shut it down, and the Violet Conclave doesn't even teach necromancy anymore.
Great, I relay that information and say, I think if you guys back me up, and maybe the Amari too, then I can get us leeway on getting out of this once we get into it.
Sounds good to me.
I'll go tell Jury of the plan and get him to contact Omari if that's what we're doing.
Okay, make a.
Do we stay here or are we retreating?
I mean, if we want to go in now, if we want to stop that spell, I think we got to stop that spell.
Okay.
Okay, so if everybody's making their way back over to Jury, I need.
Just
you
check.
could-
I'm just gonna go get Jury.
You
and
could
then-
also signal to Jury, and Jury can message you and be like, "What do you need?"
Oh yeah, I'll
You just raise your hand up. Jury would be like,
That'll save
"Yes,
some.
can I help you?"
That'll
Jury's
save some
just
rolls.
like,
I'll say,
What have the message spell?
can you send a message to Omari that they're doing necromancy in this warehouse and we need him here immediately because we're gonna try to put a stop to it now.
Excellent. I don't trust the cloister, and I would love to do this.
Hey, happy to have you help on this.
Wonderful.
Is anybody keeping an eye on the warehouse while this is
I
going
am
on?
watching. Oh, I'm watching down into where the spell is taking place.
I'll tell you that I'll try to hop over there to maybe help with the spell casting stuff too.
Yeah, please come over and help.
Make an athletics check.
Oh, should I just catch fly? I don't want to jump and fail. Like, what is my athletics? Let's see how bad it is. Literally, Jury's casting fly over this. I have a +1. Do you think I risk it, or should I cast fly?
I'll help catch.
Okay, roll with advantage.
I mean, also,
Okay.
if we're about to go in guns blazing, I mean,
Yeah, we're not going to save our spell slots.
So I'll go ahead and do the sending to Amari.
Okay, what do you tell him?
So I'll tell him.
25 words.
I was about to say it has to be short. So we're at warehouse. Doing necromancy. They're doing necromancy.
Clarify that.
You said we wanted him to come here.
Yes.
yes.
Come here immediately. So.
Okay. Okay. Moment.
I'm really good at making sendings fit. Like that. I'm
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm glad someone is.
A moment passes.
Because he can respond.
And
right?
yeah, and then you hear the response. I assume it's at the Violet Conclave warehouse. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Perfect. All right.
Should we perhaps reach out to Volmir and see what his response? Maybe not give him the full story, but see how he would respond. We have it on good authority.
Is Jury over here yet?
Not yet.
Okay. Then
Also,
I'm gonna...
your invisibility drops since it's concentration.
Oh,
Sending
okay.
concentration.
Sending is not concentration.
Oh, okay, so it doesn't drop. You're fine.
If I think I know Abel's next because we had the old infernal conversation. Then I'm just gonna go. I really don't think Jury wants to contact Volmir, and I'm not going to ask him to do that. I think Volmir will show up after the fact, and then we can talk a way out of it.
Confront him with the evidence.
Yeah, give him with the evidence after the fact.
That's fair to say.
We
I
can
agree.
get evidence.
Yeah.
Um,
Alright,
Get her down there.
I shall roll to see if I make it across.
you're joining them over on the other roof. Yeah, go ahead, athletics.
Okay, here we go. Come on, Himbo. You can do it.
Come on, Himbo.
Himbo power. Okay. I got a... Oh, okay.
Advantage.
I got a 15.
15. Okay, yep. You make it across. Doesn't make too much noise.
It's okay, the guard is drunk.
I swear to God, I've rolled, for his perceptions, I've rolled a 3, a 2, a 3, and a 1.
You're rolling like I was rolling.
Yes.
The one shot.
And actually,
There he goes.
The DM's curse.
actually, at that point, anybody who is watching him, he goes back into the room that he came out of. I guess he felt comfortable that the space was clear.
The guard is intoxicated. Great for us.
That's great. I hope they
Yeah.
all are.
All of you notice now that the light coming from inside the room is getting brighter.
Okay. Can I?
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna turn to everyone and be like, "Everyone ready? We doing this?"
We are
Yeah.
doing this.
Is the guard anywhere close to us?
He went back
Like-
into the room or back into that building that had like the cooking smells coming out of it.
Okay, so I thought you were referring to the guy casting the spell.
No.
He's still in the room.
He's still in the room, and the circle that he's standing in now. Like if anybody glances, it's also slowly starting to change color to that red.
Okay, so
I
I check in with the group real quick and be like, we're good, we're doing this.
We're good.
yeah, I'm gonna go
Okay,
ahead and load
I
up my fourth
busted.
force.
Okay.
And I will hold my rapier out at him and say, oh, what do I say? I need something. I'll just go,
Who are you saying this to?
the guy casting the spell.
So you're gonna get. How are you getting into the room to do this?
Can I break the window or can I just jump through the window?
Yeah, I mean, you can break the window if you want.
I break the window.
Okay, you
Why
break
not?
the.
Badass.
Okay, and what are you saying to the guy?
I say, I'm the 6th Ranger of the Order of the Lycan, and I command you to stop what you're doing right now.
I jump in after her.
All
Guard
right.
is so cool.
So
So cool.
I jump in. I jump in still in cap.
okay, everybody's jumping. Like these windows are relatively
I'm
large.
not.
You're jumping in. Thankfully, there
I
is.
want to wait.
I'm going through the broken one. The one that's already broken, I'm jumping through
Yeah,
that.
there's
one. I'm
a-
not breaking mine.
So this is
Oh my
like
gosh,
a.
break every window. That's so funny though.
It's this room. It's just a giant warehouse, 30-foot ceiling or so. Thankfully, there is a walkway that goes around the out. So when you jump through the window, you're like now on a second floor walkway, kind of overlooking this guy and what he's doing. At the moment that you break in and you shout this, Mar, he kind of glances up at you, and you hear "Funda stara kappa," and the light flashes in the two circles, and rising from within the center of them, you see two identical demons, goat-headed, long kind of fur, and a very long lashing tail that's coated with barbs at the end. Kaimana, immediately you go, I've seen that barb before. And that's where we'll take our break.
I was about to say, Team Himbo standing strong
Yeah.
by the window. You're not going to that.
Yeah.
We'll be doing range support.
Yeah, Kaimana, you immediately recognize it's the barb that the guy was, like, the quills or barbs that are on the end of this demon's tail are the quills that were being stuck into the people in the square.
Holy
shit.
shit.
Okay. Yeah.
And the demon essence.
All
Oh my
right.
god.
Marlo, make an intimidation check for me before we go. And then when we get back, everyone will be rolling initiative.
What a great intimidation check. Bust through the window.
I am the sixth ranger.
With advantage because you did bust through the window.
It was impressive.
That is badass.
Yeah.
I got a little hot for Bar, I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, we all are in this moment.
I got an 18, which is like almost the best I can do.
Nice. All right. So we'll be back in 10, and we'll see where we're going from there.
Are those demons
Thank you, Tim.
intimidated by
All right. Thank you, 10.
Yeah, thanks.
I guess it's a mid-point from what
All right. So welcome back from the break. Just really quickly, we have to retcon something because I forgot. Abel, when you woke up that morning, you kind of rolled over in bed and you heard jingle, 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 and there was
another damn piece of home goods.
there was 10 gold coins in the bed with you when you woke up.
Oh my god, home
What
goods
is
is taking
happening?
over.
I heard you talking shit. Oh my god.
This is very. I'm going to turn to Anansi because Anansi doesn't sleep, and I'm going to ask him if he saw anything in the night telepathically.
Roll a perception check with Anansi.
Oh man. Infusion, homunculus servant, Anansi. It says I have a perception, a +4 to perception, but it won't let me roll on his little chart. So a D20.
Mm-hmm.
Roll that bad boy. 16.
Nope. It was kind of dark in the room. Didn't see anything.
Well, you have dark vision. What are you talking about?
Yep.
He was sleepy.
He like
looking out the window.
telepathically, like literally says it got really dark in the room.
Oh, like a magical darkness.
Yeah.
We have to figure out this mystery because I don't like people sneaking into my room.
All right.
You're getting rich off this.
Yeah,
That's the problem.
you've now made like 410 gold off of whatever this is. So. All right, so you guys bust through the. Fast forwarding to now, you bust through the window of his car, and you and now you're overlooking it. Let me switch over to the map.
It's Meal Team 6.
Something ticket this way comes.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Let's scoot this down a little bit. All right. Now I've
You picked the underside of the airship to look like a manatee.
So I moved the building aside. The space where Mars, Saurus, and Kaimana are standing, that's inside the room. I just didn't have I don't have like a 3D layer. So those two buildings are right next to each other. I just have that space there to show the second level balcony. All right, so Mar, you kind of make that motion, and he finishes his spell, and you see those two demons rise out of the thing. And it's interesting because like they rise out, but they almost seem like they're asleep, like they're kind of locked in place there. And then he kind of looks in your direction. Praise be to Caiaphas. And everybody roll initiative.
Let me write down Caiaphas.
Caiaphas.
Oh, come on.
I'm right there with you, come on. I'm right there with you, buddy.
No, you're not. You're definitely higher than I am.
All right. That doesn't necessarily mean battle, but that's just the rage in which things are going. So, anybody 25 to 20?
21.
Ooh, Mar, 20 on brand for this combat. Anyone 20 or 19 to 15?
15.
15.
What was yours, Ace?
18.
18. Okay, jury. And source?
15.
All right. And then 14 to 10.
11.
And come on, what'd you get?
7.
Come on. You
All
just
right.
got a kitty cat.
And Amari rolled a 1. That's Makes
You guys
sense
are
because
evil
of
tonight.
where he would be. All right. So this guy who wearing the violet cloister robe, Mar. When he says "Praise be to Caiaphas," you see him kind of reach up and he takes this hat off of his head and chucks it to the side, and his entire appearance shifts. He's wearing this like long black robe that has this intricate designs all up and down it. His eyes are kind of sunken and dark, pale skin, stubbly beard. Looks like he hasn't slept in a while or hasn't seen sun. But it's not the guy. Like he's clearly wearing some kind of disguise element. Kaimana, when you broke through the window and saw the guy that's standing on the before he took off the hat and threw it away, that's the guy that you followed from the square.
Meow.
Meow.
All right. So Marlo, you're up first. What would you like to do?
I'd like to get to this man.
Okay, so it's a 10-foot drop, or not 10 foot, it's about 8-foot drop from the second floor to the, it's a slightly raised platform. If you want to make a acrobatics check, you can jump over to him.
I would just love to.
Okay.
What number are you? 13 plus. 21.
Oh, yeah, you make it with no problem. Okay, you get up to him.
Okay, I would like to, do my Crimson Right,
Okay.
and then hit him.
All right, go ahead and roll your attack.
Okay. So, first one is Crimson Right? That's what we do. Yes.
Yep.
I have done this for so long. I forget. Okay. So that is another 21 to hit.
Yeah, that, well, yeah, that hits.
Oh, I was gonna be so nervous.
No, I was, no, I was just seeing if shield would take it up to that. It wouldn't, so yep, you're good.
Okay. Oh boy. You can't do that to me. Okay, so this is 58. And 226. Okay, so that is 13 piercing damage with 3 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
And because I just hit him with the Crimson Right, I would like to... Okay, so this is what happens. I hit him with the rapier, like, across the front, and it tears, like, at his robes a little bit. And underneath, you can see, like, this kind of, like, blood sigil kind of, like, rise up in the ear around him, and then it just goes straight into his chest.
You branded him.
I branded him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, good. Anything else you do?
Don't know what that means, but it's really cool.
Basically, I know what direction he is at all times.
Okay, good.
And whenever he tries to hit me or someone within 5 feet of me, he gonna take damage.
Very nice. All right, good. Anything else, Mar?
Second attack.
Okay, go ahead and make your second attack.
Probably not. Well, 17.
You see a arcane shield pop up between you and him, and as he's time to react, and it just glints off the shield and goes to the side. All right. There you go. You good?
That is it.
All right. It's up is his. He rolled a 19 on it, or not. He rolled 18 on his thing. So he is going to. You see him cast for a moment, and this like doorway opens up behind him, and he steps through it and vanishes.
Oh no.
Yeah, I saw that coming. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but then you hear sounds coming from the other room.
Oh.
All right. All right.
Where's the door to the other room?
It's under.
Mar-
It's on this wall right here.
Since Marlo branded him,
She
does
knows.
she know where he bounced?
Yeah, he's in this room over here.
Cool.
Yep.
So he's through the door?
I will yell it out to the group where he is.
All right. Which takes us to Jordan.
So do I have space to move on to the ramp at all?
Yeah,
Or
there's
onto
there's
the-
you can crawl in and get in onto the platform. Mhm.
Yeah, I'll kind of get in there. I don't know what to do really. I don't have a lot of range stuff. And the drop is 10 foot, you said?
There's a platform you can jump onto that's about 8 feet, or to the floor is 10 feet.
Yeah. I'll jump on the little platform. I'll
Okay.
chill there for a second.
Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Okay, please don't die, Jury. Oh, I got a 4.
So Jury goes to jump over and catches
Don't jump.
their foot, and you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall to the platform, and you are prone on the platform. That wasn't all your movement. You can use the rest of your movement to stand up if you want. Okay.
Okay, I'll stand. I'll hold action to hit one of these things if it comes near me.
All right. Sounds good. Then that takes us to Saurus.
I am looking something up.
Okay.
What does warding wind do?
Warding wind creates a circle around you. It's a 10-foot cylinder of wind that keeps things away. If an arrow flies your direction, it would have disadvantage.
Okay, and Dust Devil.
Dust
As I'm pulling
Devil.
up cautious.
Dust Devil creates a. It's a 5-foot cube of air that looks like a little tornado, and they make a strength saving throw. They take damage and are pushed away from the devil.
Okay. I'm going to save those. What do I have? Yeah. What else is in this room? Are there like candles or anything like that?
There are a few torches on the first floor, but the room overall is relatively dark, aside from the glowing spheres, or the circles on the ground. But there's like 4 torches on the first floor.
Okay. No, I'll leave that for somebody else. I'm gonna jump over the edge, throw open the door, and head towards where Mars said the guy went to.
Okay, you jump down. I'm going to take you over here, Abel, for a second. And what you see in front of you is there's a room. There's just rows of dead bodies in the room. And he's standing in the back of the room, and he's casting a spell pointing towards the dead bodies.
First attack, I shoot him.
Okay, so you get into the room.
Let's disrupt that spell.
Okay. All right, so what's your, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. You can get up
50.
50? Okay, yeah, you can get to, you can shoot while you're on the way towards him.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
That is pistol +6 because is that right? Yes, because I don't have proficiency. That would be a 16.
It hits the shield, the arcane shield on the outside of him, and just glints off to the side.
Okay. Second attack, because I can't get to him, I shoot again.
Okay, go ahead and shoot again.
That is a 17.
Same thing, it splinters off the shield.
Damn it!
Use those spell slots.
No,
Though.
it's got enough.
No, shield lasts until his turn.
Oh, like a reaction. Oh.
He reacts once, and then it's up until his turn.
Um,
And you can actually get 5 feet closer to him, but that's kind of where you're at, Source.
It's just going off the map. I am going to, for bonus action, Step of the Wind, so I can dash and be next to him.
Okay. he is not paying a lot of attention to you at the moment. His eyes are kind of greened out.
Okay, that ends my turn.
All right, that takes us to the Palazzo. You see their eyes kind of shoot open, and they kind of open up and they turn, and they see the two of you back here, and this one leaps about 20 feet into the air and then cracks down next to you, Mar. This one leaps up and lands next to Kaimana on the patio, or not the patio, the walkway.
I'm just a cat.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You are just a cat. So then it would go also towards Mar then. Because they like to be in the air and leaping.
Do you get a range of these? Do I get a second level?
Yes, you do. You can go ahead and take your swing.
I'll defend you, Mar. Don't worry. I'll definitely hit it. I got it, Mar. Mar, don't worry. I got a 13.
13 misses. So as it's landing, like you go to swing and it just kind of slides out of your way. But they're both gonna make barbed attacks at you, Mar, with their tails.
Yeah.
First one misses. The second one misses. So the first one kind of stabs out at you twice with his tail. They both miss. The second one, however, that's a 19 plus 4. That's a 23 to hit.
Yes.
And then with the second, 18 to hit on the second one.
18 hits.
Okay, so that is 6 points of piercing damage. And then I need... 9 points of piercing damage. And then I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. Alright. Not bad. What's my Constitution? 15.
15. All right. So as the barb hits you, you feel it like one of them break off into your skin, and this moment of like this incredibly powerful toxin is trying to seep its way into your skin, but you quickly throw the barb out, and you don't feel it take hold.
Yeah, I blood magic it out.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
All right. And then let's see. They still have, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, this one is going to, both of you can take an attack of opportunity because it's going to jump up onto the balcony up here.
Okay. Does a 19 hit?
It does. You can make your attack. Or roll your damage.
Oh, also, what's his face is wounded.
Yes.
That happens on his turn, right? Which
Yeah.
has happened. Okay. So he got 1 point of damage, Josh.
Oh no.
Yeah, and he has to make a what's it? Con saving throw? Yeah.
Oh, so you... Yeah. So he has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
No, there's a 6. So he
All
took
right.
1 point. Okay, cool. And then what was your damage on the Balazzo?
I didn't roll it, so I can tell you. Okay. 9 plus 5, 14.
How much of that's lightning?
2.
Okay, so 13 points of damage.
Oh,
Resistant to lightning.
Every time. Every time.
You're realizing that fiends tend to be resistant to lightning. All right.
It's cooler than eyes. I don't want to take eyes.
All right. That ends the Balazzo's turn. That takes us to Abel. So
It
Abel,
looks cool, guys.
yeah.
I know.
So Abel, you're out on the roof.
At a higher level, it'll be great, but right now it's...
Is this creature now on the balcony, like at my level, or is it just below me, or what?
Well, so yeah, it's like it's the roof that you're on is slightly above where the kind of the walkway is, and it's clearly picked up on your scent and is moving in your direction.
Cool. That's cool. Just changed what I was gonna do, so I need to go back and look at my spells again. stay. Oh, all right. I can do that one, or I can do this one. I'm so sorry. Okay, yeah, it has to be this one. I'm going to cast Shatter. No, first bonus action. I'm going to hex the one that just jumped up on the balcony,
Okay.
and then I'm going to give him disadvantage on strength checks.
All right, so he's hexed.
And then I'm going to cast Shatter at him.
Where are you? You're okay. So you can cast it in a way that's not going to hit anybody else. Okay. And it's
only
a
a 10-foot sphere.
yeah. And what's the saving throw?
Con.
14.
He misses. It's a 15 he had.
Okay, so he takes full damage. Go ahead and roll your damage on that.
So it's going to be 3d8. 14 plus a d6 for hex, which is 6
Okay.
plus the d8 for my arcane firearm, which is
Dan, you finally hit something. It's awesome.
1. Just 1.
21 point. Okay.
21.
No, that's great.
Yeah, that's great. However, like literally, so the shatter goes off. There's an explosive sound. All of the windows on that side break. But he does take a solid hit. All right. Anything else you want to do there, Abel?
I am going to hold where I am.
Okay. He's coming. I mean, you're on the roof, so you can kind of, if you want to back away from the windows.
Sure, I guess. Is that going to make a difference?
Well, I mean, just put some distance
It's gonna
between
make
you and the guy.
Yeah. I'll as far back as I can go. I'm gonna.
You can get to the other edge of the roof.
30 feet
Yep.
away.
Yep.
Sure.
All right. You're on the roof. I just, because we have the interior view there,
Yeah,
that's
I
where you're
got
at.
it.
All right. Good. That takes us to Kaimana. Kaimana,
Alright.
the kitty, you see this demon thing stalking along the path in your direction, it seems.
All right, I drop my animal form,
Okay. You are no longer a kitty.
and I cast conjure animals
Oh, God. Okay.
to get some minis ready. And I'm selecting 4 beasts of challenge rating 1/2.
Okay. One
And,
second.
Yeah, the DM has to select which creatures show
All
up.
right, 1 second.
Just picture a swarm of rats because, you know, there's dead bodies and stuff around. And
It's gonna be rats, bats, or cats. It's gonna be one.
Rats, bats,
Oh my.
No, it's got challenge rating of 1/2 or lower. You select the animal.
Okay, hold on, I've got an app. It's literally just like this.
Yes.
Map for that.
Companions.
And I roll initiative for them as a group.
Yeah. 1/2 or lower. And it's 4 at 1/2?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. I just feel like Kaimana would, since he's already talked about doing it, let's do giant bees or giant wasps. Alright, so 4 giant wasps appear, flying into space.
And we all go, what the fuck?
Okay, go ahead and roll their initiative. What's their...
Hang on. So, whatever the initiative bonus is to a giant wasp, you've got your stats pulled up.
Yeah, go ahead and roll the... And I'll...
Add 4.
So 4, okay, so 6, so they will go
After me.
after you. That's good, okay. But before Omari, roll them up. Alright, so you... Anything else you want to do on your turn there, Mar? Or, Kaimana?
Let's see. There'll be a verbal commands for me. Yeah, I tell them to all attack a different bad guy.
Okay. And it's their up, so they're gonna move. 2 of them will move here, fly over to this guy and attack him, and 2 are gonna fly over here to attack this one. Mana, go ahead and roll 4 attacks for me, please.
Okay.
And add 4.
At 4?
Yeah.
So that's 12,
Misses.
a 20,
Hits.
an 8,
Misses.
and
16. Okay, yeah. So two of them hit. So go ahead
Okay.
and roll damage. It's 1d6 plus 2.
for both of them.
Yeah.
So, alright, so one of them takes 5 damage, the other takes 6 damage.
Okay, and one of them failed the saving throw, so go ahead and roll 3. Wait, hold on. Nope, they're immune to poison, so it doesn't matter. Alright, cool. So 5 and 6. Sweet. Alright. That's an insane amount. Alright, very good. Any movement you want to do there? Come on. I know that was not your turn, but did you want to move at all on your turn?
I've had my turn, so
I know, but I forgot to ask you.
yeah, it was for me to remember. So no, I'm gonna say no.
All right, cool. Let's see how far away Omari is. He's moving pretty quick. All right, cool. Mara, that takes us back up to you.
Great.
Lift him up, Marlo.
Yeah, I can't go after that guy. I can't leave the 3 of you here with these guys. Cool. I'd like to hit the. I'm right next to a demon, right?
Yeah, and you have advantage on the attack thanks to the giant wasp.
Thank you, wasp. Yeah, I'll hit this demon.
All right, go ahead and roll.
His name's Steve. He plays tennis at the club.
I'm thinking about doing something here.
I think they're all doing police covers with their wings.
I'd like to wolf out before I do this, actually.
Okay.
Because I need to not be taking these hits at full. Great. Sorry, I have to go to the character creation every time I want to change form on D&D Beyond. It's really annoying. There's no like cool button for it. I have to like go in and fix that. Okay. You said I have advantage, right?
Yeah.
That is a 15.
15 hits.
Okay. Do I need to bother rolling the lightning for you? Are they immune to it?
They're resistant.
Okay, so I do have to roll it. So that is. That is 11 piercing damage
Okay.
and 5 lightning damage.
Alright, so 40, so 12, 13, okay.
Okay, and then rapier of wounding. That bug just flew in my face.
Was it a wasp? Was it a jet?
Come on up,
Yeah, it was
control
a
your
giant
wasp.
That is higher. That is a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, and so this is awful. Oh my god. That is 8 points of damage with the rapier of wounding.
Yep.
And I can't do anything else because I turned into a werewolf on this turn, but he is wounded.
Nice. Alright. Sounds good. Good. Which takes us to the necromancer. Sorry, just reading.
Who takes a wound?
Yeah, go and
Does he get 2?
no, you only hit once, right?
Yeah.
He rolled a 1 on his constitution saving throw, so you are good.
3.
3 points damage.
I love just chipping away at people. It's so stupid. I love it.
Yes.
That they're just kind of mildly bleeding out. I just annoy them.
Yeah.
Okay, just with Saurus on top of him, I'm trying to figure out what he wants to do. Alright, so the spell that he began before all this activates, and you see four of the the bodies rise up, and these undead thralls, and they're going to move in your direction. 20. He's going to move. You can take an attack of opportunity, Source, as he moves out of your range.
Can I? Okay. That's
Hit him really
a
quick.
19.
Yeah, that will hit because shield is now down.
Okay. And I spend a key point and make it a stunning strike.
Okay. See if he doesn't get to move.
So he needs to save against DC 13.
13, and it's a con save.
Yes.
Nope, that's a 12, so he doesn't actually move.
Nice. Excellent.
And I do 10 points of damage to him.
10. Okay. Good. Alright, and he's stunned. But he'll be there on your next one. Okay, so you've got 3 undead here, and they're gonna each make attacks on you.
And Josh, we can't see that little bit of the map. I don't know if you wanted to slide it over some.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you. I want to see what the zombies are doing.
Oh, they're currently swarming around.
I know. I was like, I gotta make a plan for this.
And I have to look because I wrote down the zombie stat instead of the undead false. Alright, so they're gonna make 3 attacks against you, Saurus. This first one is that's going to it says 18 to hit.
Nope.
Nope. Oh, that's right, because you're at 19 now. So the first one kind of zooms out at you and misses. The second one, that is a 21 to hit.
Yep.
And then the third one, nope, that's going to miss you. That's only 17. But the first one does hit. And so that is 5 points of bludgeoning damage as it kind of slams out into you. But you're getting surrounded, but you're there. Alright. That ends the Necromancer and the zombie's turn, which takes us to Jury.
Alright, sorry, my ADHD is real bad. So what is going on in this corner that we're in currently?
So currently there are 2 giant wasps here, and there's one of the demons is here, kind of attacking Mar. And then up on the balcony above you, there's another 2 giant wasps and another one of the demons.
Okay, can I get down without having opportunity attacks to go try to help Soras?
Yeah, there's nothing within 5 feet of you, so yeah.
Okay, so I'll give inspiration to Mar as I go.
Okay, so Mar, you got inspiration. You can get to there,
Sweet.
and you just see Saurus getting surrounded by these undead.
That looks fucked up. Where's the necromancer guy?
He's right here.
He's in the midst of it.
Yeah.
In the midst
He got
of it?
stuck behind that.
Lovely.
If you've got an area effect spell, fire it off. I'll
Uh,
take my chances.
No, because the only one I have is fireball.
No,
So-
do it.
No,
Do it.
no,
Do
no.
it.
I don't want to kill people.
I have a +9 to my dexterity saving throw. I'll take half damage. It'll be fine.
You'll take half damage for 8d6. I don't think I want to do that to you.
They'd be fine.
Oh my god, no, that's against Jerry's morals. You can't do
No,
that.
no, I'll be fine.
No,
I'll be
it's
fine.
against my morals, I'm sorry.
But
I mean,
Mars
you
and
have-
us are on the same page.
I have
Yeah.
morals, I can't do this.
I'd rather you do that and take all of them out because I'm going to take a crap ton of damage from them hitting me. So
There-
if you could kill them,
It's not in my character, I can't do it. So for
Valid.
sorry, it's out of character. I wouldn't be able to do that. I'm gonna try to cast Suggestion on the Necromancer.
Okay. It's a charisma saving throw?
It's a Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom
I think.
saving throw, okay.
Saving throw.
does Jury get any kind of bonuses because he's stunned?
I don't think on charisma. I think it only on stunned only affects dex saving throws.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That is a 16.
Oh, just saves that bastard.
No.
What an asshole.
Yeah, he has pretty high wisdom and intelligence.
I'll yell at the zombies and hope they come over to me.
Okay, so we'll see if they are making their way out of the way.
Zombies, come over here and stop attacking that rat. Leave him alone.
Okay. Which takes us to Source.
I'm gonna beat on the necromancer
Alright, go ahead.
because he's stunned. So does that give me advantage?
Yes.
Okay, first hit, 25.
Yep.
And that's a... I have to look at my sheet. Sorry. That's an 8.
8 points of damage.
Yep.
Okay. Alright, you can make your next attack.
Second attack, nat 20.
Nice.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
So that's 2d6. That's 5 plus my... Do I add plus 5 to both of them or just the total?
For your...
For my bonus for damage. It's just the total. So I rolled a 4 and a 1, so that's a total of 10.
Okay, 10 points. Okay. Yeah, it's just the dice get doubled, yeah.
Yep, I'm going to Flurry of Blows.
Okay.
First attack is a... Let me put on my glasses. 23.
That hits.
And that does 6 damage.
Okay.
And then with the last of my flurry, that's a 25 again.
Yep.
And that's another 6. I just rolled 3 ones in a row.
Oh no.
No.
Okay. Good. Alright. Yes. He's looking pretty rough.
I should hope so.
Yeah. like blood just gouting.
I'm
in
just
several
like...
places. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Which takes us to... Anything else, Source?
Source, if you can you get out of there? Because I will cast Fireball if you're not.
I could, but they would get attack of opportunities on me.
Yep, I'm just letting you know. Just letting you know. Find a way out of there later. I will do it.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Alright.
There's more.
Which takes us to the Blazao. Seeing Jury tear towards their master, they're going to jump down. These two guys get attacks
right.
opportunity. Go ahead and roll 2 attacks for me. Come on.
+4.
+4.
Alright.
Oh, I did not want the demon to come after me though.
19 on one and 6 on the other.
Alright, 1 hits. 7 points of damage. Let's make a Constitution saving throw. Which he can make 16. Okay, good. So he's going to make 2 attacks at you, Jury, with his tail. First one is a 17 to hit.
Oh, that hits a lot.
And the second one is a natural 20.
Oh, well, that's...
Not a natural 20 on the bar.
Wait, can I use cutting words on the nat 20?
Yes, you can. That'll
Okay,
reduce
I'm
the
gonna
damage.
Yep, I'm gonna use cutting words so I don't get the double damage.
So the first one you took 4 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
4... A con save... Oh, well, I only got a 6, so I'm poisoned. Great.
Yes, you are
That's
considered
something.
poisoned.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
And your hit point maximum reduces by 4. And then on the second one, go ahead and roll your cutting words to see how much it reduces the damage by.
For cutting words, is it a... It's a D...
I think it's your whatever your bardic die is.
I think that's a D8, right?
Yeah.
It's hard when you have 2 bards, and they're slightly different. 3.
So 3 points of damage. So you only take +2. you only take 4 points of damage on the critical, but I need you to make another Constitution saving throw. Well, you can't be poisoned twice, so it doesn't matter. You're just poisoned. Okay.
How much did my max go down by?
Your max goes down by 4. Yep. And you are considered poison. So any attacks or saving throws would be at disadvantage. All right. And then the other Blazo is going to make 2 attacks at you, Marlo. Actually, no, the wasps are really annoying. And he hasn't actually taken... No, he has. Okay. He's going to take 2 swats at the wasps. 18 is 1 wasp, and 15 is the other one. Yep, they do. First wasp takes 11 points of damage, and the second wasp only takes 4. So this wasp is almost out of mana, but the other one only took 4 points.
Okay.
But he did fail his saving throw. So his max, so he's out because of the save. But the other wasp is still in. Alright, and that takes us to Abel.
Okay,
So
can you
the-
slide the map down just a bit so I can see Marlo like down?
This one?
I need to see more of Marlo. Okay, yeah, that's good right there.
Yep.
Perfecto. Gracias.
We're in the back corner of the roof, so you'd have to run forward to see
Yeah,
Morrow.
I'm going to get to as far as I can to the edge of that roof.
Okay.
Can I see Marlo from that point of view?
Yeah, if you cut the diagonal, you can see through the window down to where Mara is.
Cool. I am going to Abel will take his bonus action first. I'm gonna like hook my force ballista on the end of my arcane firearm, and his little legs just kind of lock on the end of my staff, my tonfa, and I'm gonna try to force ballista blast that guy away from Marlowe.
Alright, go ahead and roll your damage.
And after that, okay, let me try that first. Ay caramba! A 13 hit.
Misses. So you go to shoot, and it hits the side of the building as you try to shoot through
Man, this frickin'. I have a +7 to hit, you guys.
You really tried.
That's why I conjure wasps, so I can blame them.
Exactly. I'm going to try. I bet your fire damage won't do as much on them. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast, I think. Let me read this. Hold on one second. So yeah, I'm gonna on my arcane firearm, like these little runes carved in it. I'm gonna like they kind of twist, almost like a little Rubik's cube. I'm gonna like adjust the runes so I get the correct combination. And then I'm gonna point my arcane fire. Yeah, and I'm gonna fire Eldritch Blast. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, roll your 2 Eldritch Blast shots.
Jesus Christ! It's a 5.
Nope, that misses.
Oh no.
Okay, and a 21.
The 21 will hit.
There you go.
Jesus.
Really tried.
7 damage. That's all I got for
Okay.
Mark.
Okay,
Sorry.
7 points of damage, and that's the one that's not hit. So this one will have been hit a couple times. Yeah.
And
All right.
attempt with me.
I'm doing my best.
I know you are. Well, you guys were focusing on the other one, and the other one ran away. So
Yeah.
to go after Drake. All right, good. Well, you've used all your movement and everything, so you're there.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Kaimana.
I'm gonna move forward on the walkway.
Okay, and you're actually not in the room. Able, so I'm gonna put you back over here. Forward this way towards where Mara is.
Yeah.
Okay. How far
And-
you want to get just so where you can get a clear shot over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't have it on my character sheet, but I definitely remember me getting a rock that returns to me.
Yep, you got it.
Okay. I'm gonna load that into my sling and whip it.
All right, go ahead and roll your attack against the Balaza.
25.
That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
What damage is 1d4 plus 4?
Because it's the magic stone, I'll give you a d6.
Okay. 6.
Nice. Alright, good. Anything else come up?
I'm gonna point at the zombies that are attacking Saurus.
You can't see them, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna point at the bad guys I can see. I'm gonna say swarm.
Okay. So on their move, these two are gonna swarm down here. So now he's got 3 on him, and they're gonna make 3 attacks. Go ahead and roll 3 attacks at +4 each.
Okay.
Mar's just looking around at this. Like,
What is going on?
So 12, 18, and 21.
2 of them hit, so he takes 4 plus 8 points of piercing damage from the wasps. So, okay, and then he has to make Constitution saving throw. 18 and 12. That makes okay, good. And never mind, he's immune to poison. It doesn't matter. All right, cool. So good. So the wasps are now Mar. It's you and 3 wasps down there.
hey, everybody.
Yes, and let's see where Omari's at on his turn. Okay. Omari will be showing up next time. Alright, so that takes us 2 more.
I'd like to hit this demon, please.
Go ahead.
Okay. Do I get advantage because of these wasps?
Yes. There's so many wasps around.
He's so distracted.
Oh, it's very hard not to get advantage.
Yeah, 16 plus 8.
That hits. The Blazo have 14 AC, so you're good.
Cool. Okay, that is 13 points of piercing damage with
13?
3 points of lightning damage.
Okay, so 1 point of lightning damage, so 14 total.
Okay.
And he's wounded.
Yeah, was he already wounded?
No, this one is not the one that you'd hit the other one before it ran away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Natural 20.
Ooh.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay, so
Was that discourse or conversation?
discourse. Discourse is the rapier of wounding.
Okay.
Understandably.
Yeah.
So that is 24.
24 points of damage.
Yeah, 24 piercing damage.
How do you kill the Blazo?
I go, duck wasp, and I just swing over the wasp head and just behead him.
It's nice. It's done.
And then I go, alright, thanks everybody, that was a really good team effort.
The
And-
wasps all looking at you.
He begins to disintegrate in front of you, but the barbs that were on his tail stay behind.
Great. I pocket
Collect
some
some
real
of
quick
those, yeah.
for evidence. And I will head towards the other demon that's
What's your movement?
I think it's 30.
Okay,
Yes.
so you can't quite get to him, but you are on your way towards him.
As close as I can.
Okay. Yep.
Oh,
All right.
I'm coming.
All right. So up next is the Necromancer. Yeah, he's gonna.
He is stunned.
No,
He is
it's
stunned until
the end of his turn or the end of your turn.
end of my turn.
So you stunned him on a reaction, and then your turn happened.
Ah.
Yeah.
If I'd known that, I would have stunned him
Oh,
again.
sorry. And that's like when the flurry of blows was coming through, I was like, is he gonna restun him? I don't know. So yeah,
That's okay. Misinterpreted. My fault.
that's okay.
No retcon.
And then
He is wounded though, right?
he's wounded, so he makes a con save. That he finally makes a con save, I think. It's a 16.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's somewhat wounded. The doorway's gonna open again, and he's gonna pop. But Abel, you're outside. You see him pop up on this rooftop over here. I think.
Yes.
Hold on, let me see. Yep. He's gonna actually.
Well, we can't see him
Oh,
on the thing.
My
but
whole thing is just collapsed. Okay.
Oh.
He's my whole setup just collapsed. He's actually gonna just in the middle of the courtyard here.
push it up a little bit.
Let me out. Yep.
there we go.
Bam, perfect.
Yeah.
I know he has moved, right? Because he changed direction.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Can I yell out that necromancer is outside, so
Yeah.
everyone knows?
All right. So, Jury, you see the necromancer vanish, and then there's a demon on your back, and Soros is surrounded by zombies. What would you like to do?
Oh god, this is so bad.
Take care of yourself. I'll be fine against the zombies.
I'll try. Did he go out the door near the zombies though? Like past the worst.
He teleported.
Oh, that asshole. Okay. Well, I guess I'll try to hit this demon. This is not gonna work out well for me.
All right. Go ahead.
Okay. Hitting the demon successfully. Okay, I got 16.
16 does hit you.
Woohoo! I got 7 damage. Yay!
How would you like to kill this demon?
Yay!
It was low when it was chasing you.
I go, no worries, Mar, and then I slice through the middle of it.
All right. All right. So he goes, and the tail is all that remains as well. All right. Anything else, Jury?
He could have probably done that more, but that's fine.
That was cool as shit.
Alright. I'm trying. I'll move towards the zombies to try to help out Soros.
Okay. You can get over there.
Sweet. And
Close
Soros,
enough. Yeah, you can
I'll
get there so Soros can have at least advantage on one of them. All right, good. Which takes us to Soros.
I'm gonna hit the one I have advantage on.
Go ahead.
Is that a 19?
That hits.
6 damage.
Okay.
My 4th one in a row.
Oh no. Okay. So looks like you kind of punch into it. It looks like it's kind of rough.
I will attack the one next to it towards the top of the board,
Okay.
and that misses. That's a natural 2, so that's only a 10.
Yep, that misses. Well, hold on. They have very low AC. Oh, that hits.
Okay.
AC's 8.
I do 7 damage to him.
Good. All right. Also looking pretty rough.
I am now going to Flurry of Blows,
Okay.
and I'm going to punch the one I have advantage on. And that is a 16.
Hits.
Now I've rolled 2 2s in a row, so that's another 7 damage.
He's out. Well, hold on. Nope, he's out.
And then with my last blow, I'm going to hit the other wounded one.
Okay.
That's a 24,
That hits.
and that's 8.
So you knock him, and like his whole like jaw dislocates and falls off, and it looks like he's about to collapse down. But then he like something pulls him back up into shape.
God, I hate this about zombies.
All right.
Okay, that's I will. It'll give him an attack of opportunity, but I'm going to shift down so that I can give Jury flanking.
All right. This way.
Yep.
And I missed the zombie turn on the last round, so I'll just say to go after you. That's gonna miss on the attack opportunity. That's a 12. All right, good. So zombies go up. This one is gonna move towards Jury. This one is gonna move down towards Soros. So 2 attacks against Soros and 1 against Jury. So Jury, that is a 14. That hits. Oh no.
I have 4 AC.
That's 4 points of bludgeoning damage, Jury.
Oh
And then
god.
Soros, miss. because with your 19, that both of those are low. So they're just kind of wailing at you, and you're just like against the wall, dodging around them. The Lazo are
Shadow
out.
box.
So that takes us to Abel.
Okay, so yeah, from where I am,
Yes.
is he within 60 feet of me, the necromancer?
5, 10,
Oh, yeah.
20, 25. Yeah.
That's 60. Okay, yeah, cool. So I'm going to trying to think how do I flavor my spell. Oh, this okay. Anansi will like climb off the end of my staff, my arcane firearm, and he's gonna like aim his little arms, and I'm gonna cast web and try to hit this guy and restrain him in my web spell.
Okay. So you go to cast, and he kind of looks up in your direction, and you feel, and as the web comes out, it disintegrates in the air and falls harmlessly to the ground. He casts your first spell.
Okay, that's cool. So that's my action. I'm gonna try to hit him with the force blast.
All right, go ahead and roll.
Get it, you got it this time.
He used his reaction to counterspell, so he can't use it to shield.
Guys like this just need to get punched in the face.
You just need to get punched in the face with a force ballista. Jesus, take the wheel. 19 to hit?
That hits.
All right. Okay, so that's my 2d8s. 13 plus a d8 for the force ballista. I mean, for the firearm, arcane firearm. 1, so 14 total.
Okay, 14. All right, good. He's looking very, very good.
Can I jump down?
You can, but you'll take an acrobatics check or an athletics check.
Jesus Christ.
It's,
With my
it's
movement.
about 12 feet.
Oh man, I'm good. Yeah. Acrobatics or athletics?
Yep.
I'm gonna do acrobatics because I have a +1 to acrobatics.
Okay.
Oh, 20, dirty 20.
Okay, you land down on some boxes.
I told you, I've been
Use
practicing.
about half your movement.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to get a little bit closer, but still, I don't want to give myself a disadvantage on any. I'll stay on the box. Stay on the box.
Okay. All right. Which takes us to Kamana.
All right. Did I see where the necromancer went?
No, because it's.
And can I yell again like,
He
he's
come-
outside, I hit him!
You hear Abel yelling that he's outside.
All right. I'm gonna turn to the wasp and go.
So okay, and then what do you want to do?
I'm gonna try to run onto the roof.
So you're gonna run out onto the roof, okay?
Yeah.
And then
And if I see him, I'm gonna try to whip a stone at him.
okay, go ahead and roll your
Please let Kaimana kill this guy with a stone.
attack.
We'll be
Do we
iconic.
want to kill him or do we want to interrogate him?
Oh, interrogate. Absolutely.
So 16.
That misses.
Okay.
Jesus.
The wasps will get him.
All right. Which is the wasp's turn, so they're going to. They don't quite make it, but they are swarming in this direction. They're all little kobolds. So there you
They
go.
got eyes on him at least.
Yeah.
All right.
Are we down a wasp? One wasp down?
Got one wasp.
Yeah,
yes.
one died.
Oh, I
Marlo,
missed it.
you can see through here. There's zombies, but you also know that the guy's out front.
Go get him, Mar. We're taking care of these.
Yeah, I'm gonna go after this guy.
You don't quite make it, but you can get there. to get
I'm
there.
not using my full movement. I need to get within 30 feet of him.
Okay, so you can get there within 30 feet.
Great, and I will use Blood Curse of the Binding on him. Amplified. And I really hope this works. He gets to make a Strength saving throw.
And it just
Yes.
this takes
Oh,
his
no.
speed to 0, right?
It'll take his speed to 0, and he can't use reaction, so this motherfucker can't shield.
He's already webbed.
No,
No,
web
the
got
web-
counterspelled.
No, he's not.
yeah.
Web didn't work. He counterspelled.
Yeah, no, strength saving throw. That's a 4.
No.
So he can't move.
Great, and I take a 1 for damage, so this actually worked out great for me.
Okay.
I will say, I will call out to him and I will say, stop what you're doing and we will not hurt you.
Roll an intimidation check.
Kill you. We won't kill you.
Yeah, sure.
Important distinction.
We'll probably hurt him a little bit.
No, it's a 14. I mean, it's,
Okay.
you know,
Respectable. Respectable.
Okay.
he's probably not affected, but he can't move,
He's
so...
kind of a zealotous guy. All right. Oh, I forgot that you had that.
Oh my god.
That's okay. I haven't actually used any of his spells that would have done it, but I've got that. All right. So on his turn, like frozen in place, he's going to look up in your direction, Marlo, and then turn towards. Let me just check the height on this one.
I like the sound of that.
Yep. 60 feet.
Oh no.
Yep. 60-foot cone. It's actually going to hit everybody except for you, Marlo. So it's almost like he's doing this. He turns to you, and then he holds up a fist and points it up towards the roof, getting both the wasps, Kaimana, and Abel. I need you all to make Constitution saving throws.
But not me and
No, you guys are inside.
Okay.
Oh, that's not good.
20.
20. You
Not
save.
natural.
You'll take half.
That's a 10.
10. Kaimani will take full.
Okay.
As you see this like cold energy begin to coalesce around his fist, and then it releases in this cone of swirling vortex cold energy going out directions.
Great. I cast Absorb Elements at 3rd level.
Nice.
Cool.
I almost took that spell. Okay. I'm glad you did.
All the wasps disappear though.
Goodbye, brave soldiers.
43 points of cold damage.
Oh my god!
Wow.
In matter, I'm down.
Oh, no. But how much does it absorb?
21 for me.
No, it gets added on to my next melee attack.
Oh, yeah. So well, if you pop back up, they'll
Yeah.
be there.
Does it not give you resist? Oh, it just
It does give you resistance, so you only
Oh, okay.
take 20.
Give you
You take
resistance.
21.
I thought that was with it. Okay.
Yeah, so you and Abel both take 21 points of cold damage, and he turns.
Cold is a fun spell.
Cone of cold, yeah. And he turns and looks at you, Mar, and says, "My death is my release."
Okay, your dick is so big. That is so fucking cool.
And we will, because it's late, and there's a couple probably rounds of stuff that are going to happen. We'll go ahead and finish up there for tonight, and then we'll pick up there next time with the end of the combat, with the unexpected combat, because I didn't think you guys were going to charge into him. The end of the combat with
I'm
the
just waiting
necromancer.
for the schmoes who don't know any better to come running out of the alehouse, and we're gonna have to beat up and knock unconscious a bunch of level 0 guards. Who's
Yeah.
just like, what?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sure like the townsfolk heard that shatter spell. So
Well, I was rolling their perception, and like I said, their perception is apparently shit, because I keep
They're
rolling
all
incredibly low perception. And so, like,
Are all the guards drunk?
that's what I was like, oh, I keep rolling such bad, they have to be drunk. Like, there's no other way.
Like,
And,
they're mourning all the dead people.
and Omari is showing up on the next round, so he will be coming in as well.
thanks a lot.
If
Just to
fucking
finish-
Volmir shows up.
Who knows
It's
what will
like,
happen.
oh, some shit's going down, whatever.
Yeah. But with unexpected combat scenario and the end of this, deciding whether or not you're going to take this guy alive or not, he's looking pretty rough.
What did you
So.
expect us to do once we saw like demons being summoned? Just
I didn't think that
Have
you guys
met
were.
us?
I didn't think
Have
that.
you met us?
We didn't think we would see it. Or
So, like, in my timeline, like, I was like, okay, I thought you were going to go last night. And so you would have gotten there before the ritual began. So in my head, I was like, okay, so they're not going to, like, they're going to scope the place out and then come back later on, and then the ritual will be in effect. But you guys got there when I was going to have him starting the ritual anyway. So, yeah. So just a perfect timing, yep. But I guess we'll pick up there in the next time and finish that up and see where we're heading. Really was hoping that you guys would all charge into the room after him because Cone of Cold was the
You see, I sensed I shouldn't do that.
yeah.
You were like, go after him.
I was
Yeah,
waiting
and
for it.
don't
I was
group,
waiting
don't
for
group
his
the party.
face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
See,
group the
I'm a
party.
bard, and that was a spellcaster, and I was not gonna be in a line.
No, you get 1 or 2 people on top of them, and everybody else stays scattered.
And it's totally a fuck you to Mar too, because I could have probably angled that cone to get all 3 of you, but he purposefully did
If
not.
it moves, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, but we'll pick up there next time.
everybody.
All right, good night all.
All right,
Good night,
Sorry we went a little late.
Fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
See you guys next time.